Eagles. And Joe, I know we've said it many times in this broadcast, but this is going to be an exciting, fun game for these two premier teams.
They should be tonight. It's going to be interesting to see how they match up. Whoever can control this early going a lot of times can get some good success. Or they're going to come out and try to score some quick goals.
Well, Beekmantown will start this game here at the midfield, and you have Goldfarb and Burrow, and they send it back up over to Carnwright. Carnwright trying to get it on the foot of Zach Brockway on the far sideline, and defensively Chazy's there. And the speed of the game, you can just see it right now, Joe. There's a lot of speed out there, and it's number 8 Proper trying to get it toward midfield, and Beekmantown trying to get it out of their end. It's on the foot of Carnwright. Carnwright goes back to the sweeper position over to Fumador. Fumador comes over to the near sideline and it's pushed up over to Carnwright. They're trying to get to it. Carnwright pushing over to LeClaire. Stepping up is Reynolds. Reynolds has it knocked away and it's picked up by Zach Brockway. Brockway pushes it up to midfield trying to get to the foot of Austin Burrow, but it bounces away and it's picked up by number 10 Price. Price has it, but he's being challenged by Hayden Gay. Good battle over there between Price and Gay. Won by Price. Knocked away, now picked up by Reynolds. Reynolds pushes it back over to Dylan Dorn. Dorn finds Barrier. Barrier goes back to Dorn. Chazy trying to get into their possession game. He sends it up, trying to get on the foot of Lauren. Lauren does a nice job. Now it's Lauren turns and goes. And there's a hard shot by Lauren, and he's still going after the ball. He'll be called for a push, but he drilled that off the back of Danusi.
It was a Danusi. I thought it was Plumidor. Plumidor.
Well, it was one of those two. That was a bullet.
He got drilled, and I don't think you'd want that to happen too many more times in this game.
No, well, Plumidor will take the kick here just outside the 18. He sends it right toward midfield. It goes over the head of Carnwright, and it's controlled by Goldfarb. Goldfarb had the monster game against PHS with 3 goals. He goes to the open space near sideline to Burrow. Burrow just outside the 18, sends it into the box, and off the line is the goalie for Chazy, Bissonette. He's going to work his way to the 18. He takes his time, let the players set up, and here comes the kick from Bissonette. Beautiful kick. Right at midfield. It's headed by Carnwright in Chazy territory onto the foot of Goldfarb. Goldfarb on the near sideline pushes it past Giroux, but it's Barrier. Now sends a deep kick toward into Beekmantown territory, and it's number 10 Pelton hustling for the ball. He gets it. Pelton with the ball, goes center, trying to switch fields, trying to find Hayden Gay. Gay gets to the ball, but it knocks away, and it's picked up by Burrow. Burrow pushes it to the far sideline, and on the ball is Alex Price. Price sends it deep into Chazy territory, and Goldfarb looking to get a shot off. He's looking to turn, and there's a deflection, and Bisson had to go down to save that. But a nice hard kick by Goldfarb.
Good transition game by Beekmantown, causing that. They put a long ball up, and boy, they have some speed up there with Burrow and Goldfarb.
And there's the punt to midfield. It's picked up by Proper. Proper goes to the far side trying to find Price, controlled by Chazy Lauren. Lauren one times it over to Pelton. Pelton will push it back over to Reynolds. Reynolds now goes to the open field, and Nolan Rogers cut in, and the ball got by everybody and went out. And so it's a throw-in here for Beekmantown, and it's Vila. Throws it in, it goes off the head of Singh, and now Vila sends it into the open space. Nobody there but Botten. Botten for Chazy, just shy of midfield, pushes it up over to Barrier. Barrier finds Lauren. Lauren halfway into Beekmantown territory makes the move to get by Proper, trying to find Pelton, and it's cleared out by the defense toward midfield. And on the top, it is Reynolds. Trying to get these numbers here, Joe. It's Reynolds pushing it up. He has Hayden Gay to the left, but Reynolds trying to split the defense here. Reynolds gets a weak shot off. Lauren trying to get to the ball. It's knocked to the open space, and stepping up is Giroux. Brett Giroux with the ball. Sends it up over to Rogers. Rogers on the near sideline goes back to the center of the field, and coming up is Justin Brothers. Brothers with the ball to stop the offensive zone here for Chazy. He's got space. Brothers got space. He pushes it through, trying to find Pelton. Coming off the line is there. But a nice play by Brothers.
I don't think Justin Brothers realized that he was going to move with that ball. Yeah, he was looking for somebody to pass to, though. He was unselfish. He'd been a little more selfish and just taking a run at the net.
Well, the ball is punted to midfield. It's controlled by Beekmantown Carnwright.
Nice job,
Carnwright has it taken away by Barrier, and the ball goes back to Barrier. Barrier with the ball. Tries to kick it in forward, but it goes off Brockway into Chazy territory. And it is Barrier and Burrow battling for that ball. And Goldfarb moves it by Barrier. Barrier takes it away from Singh.
Good job,
Barrier switching fields. He's trying to find Hayden Gay. but it goes to the far side over to Price. Price takes it up and he sends it up over to Carnwright. Carnwright into Chazy territory. It will go, no, it's saved by Reynolds from going out. Nice pass up the line. Hayden Gay now with some room moving up the line. It's Hayden Gay. He's being guarded by Danusi, but it's taken away by number 10, Price. And there's a battle out there. It goes out of bounds. So a good battle on the far sideline, Joe.
It was a good job by Price on that far side then to get that ball back for Beekmantown.
And the ball works its way to midfield, and it goes onto the body of Burrow. Burrow has it knocked away by Giroux, trying to find Pelton. Pelton on the near sideline turns on the afterburners. He's being chased by Vila. And it's Pelton, sends it across, and LeClaire is there. And it's a good thing because Lauren is right there with him.
Some good work right there by Chazy.
And LeClaire will work his way to the 18. And it's the punt by LeClaire. We have no score here early in Chazy, and we have a very good crowd for this championship game between the Battle of the Eagles. Far sideline, out of bounds quickly. Price will take the throw, and he gets it on to LeClaire. It is Casey LeClaire. He tries to go back over to Price. Price back to LeClaire, and it goes off of Reynolds out of bounds. So about 10 yards in, Beekmantown going from right to left, far side, has a throw in. Ball works its way over to Goldfarb. Goldfarb being guarded by Brothers. Goldfarb and Brothers. Goldfarb sends it all across the 18. And nice hustle by Singh from keeping it from going out. And coming over is number 9, Carnwright. Carnwright sends it right back to midfield onto the foot of Vila. Vila has some space. He goes right back to Carnwright. Carnwright trying to split the Chazy defense. And Barry does a nice job pushing it back to Giroux, back to the barrier, but it's picked up by Brockway. Brockway working his way to the near sideline, has it knocked away by Barrier. He opens space up here to Pelton. Pelton here right just below us here at midfield, near sideline, now goes to Lauren. Lauren does a nice job. He's trying to get by Proper. A lot of speed from both players. And here's Lauren and Proper going. Lauren sends it across, and LeClaire's there. You know, if these players think they're going to push Lauren off the ball, it's not going to happen. He's one tough young man out there.
He's a man among boys sometimes. I mean, he can really turn it on. He's size, speed right there.
Well, LeClaire quickly throws it to the far side over onto the foot of Price, and Price does a nice job getting into Chazy territory. It goes out of bounds off a Chazy defender, off of Dorn, and halfway in Chazy territory. It's a throw-in for Beekmantown. Brothers does a nice job knocking the ball away, but it goes onto the foot of Carnwright. And it is Craig Bonton just kicks it out of bounds. It was more of a shank than anything.
Actually, that wasn't a bad play. There was a little bit of disorganization in the Chazy defense. Brothers made a good stop, but sometimes the second decision is more important.
Here's a throw in here, far sideline. Ball comes into play, and it's knocked into the air by Reynolds onto the head of Pelton, who's trying to find Lauren, but it's controlled by the Eagles, and it's Danusi switching fields over here to Singh on the near sideline. It's Singh and Rogers battling for the ball. Singh goes back to midfield. He gets it onto the foot of Proper.
Nice.
Proper trying to get it over to Carnwright, but it was intercepted by Barrier, but taken back by Proper. And Hayden Gay gets to the ball. He boosts it into Beekmantown territory, and the ball works its way back to the middle of the field. And it is Carnwright sending it all the way back over to Plumador, back in the stopper position. Now he takes a booming kick toward midfield, controlled by the Eagles. And it was number 8, Proper, with the ball, but picked up by Barrier. It is now Reynolds. Reynolds at midfield splits one defender, pushes it to the open space, trying to get Hayden Gay, but it's too far ahead of him, so it goes out of bounds.
Beekmantown is very quick.
Yeah, they are.
They're disrupting some of these passes, but Chazy's making a few mistakes. You know, they're making some of these mistakes. The second decision sometimes is suspect for them.
Well, the ball is in Beekmantown territory, and it's Lauren and Plumador battling for that ball. Lauren does a nice job, wins that battle, and Lauren takes it off of Plumador.
Smart play by Lauren.
Lauren with the throw-in. He sends it in, steps it up to Nathan Reynolds. Reynolds with the ball, flips it back over to Lauren. Lauren trying to keep it in. He does. Lauren's down by the corner area there. He's working his way to the 18. Nice sends service. It across, and it's cleared out by Plumador. And just over the head of Hayden Gay. Gay trying to get to the ball, but it goes off of Austin Burrow, throw in Chazy, and quickly Hayden Gay gets it into Reynolds. Lauren. Lauren gets it back over to Barrier. Barrier now hits Reynolds outside the 18. Barrier trying to take a shot, and it deflects off a defender into the hands of Matt LeClaire. No danger.
Chazy's working well. You know, I see them getting these passes down, working both sides of the field decent. It seems like they have a little bit more going on. Beekmantown's looking for that long ball.
Well, a big boo in here. They're on a counterattack on a good punt from the goalie. And Goldfarb trying to get a shot off. And it's Doran does a good job clearing it out, and it's Nelson Pelton with the ball now clearing the field over to midfield, trying to get to the ball in time is Hayden Gay, and Gay does a good job, but it's controlled by Beekmantown. And the ball goes onto the foot of Brockway. Brockway with the ball on the far sideline, working his way down, being guarded by the defense of Chazy, and it is picked up by Carnwright. Carnwright trying to get to a foot of Price, who's keeping it in play.
Nice move.
Working his way to the end line here, sends it in the cross, and knocked out by the Beekmantown Eagles. It goes off the end line.
Yeah, Beekmantown getting a little something going. Well, it seems like they're looking for that long ball right over the top, and they can use that speed of Burrow and Goldfarb.
Well, Chazy's being challenged tonight. Last night they weren't being challenged. They were given too much respect last night.
Yeah, Chazy doing a decent job in the middle for the Eagles tonight.
And we have no score here, and we're under the 30-minute mark here in the first half. A very entertaining game for the first 10 minutes. Nice kick by Botten to midfield, controlled by the Eagles. It's Hayden Gay. Gay with the ball. Sends it up, trying to find Pelton, but it's intercepted by Carnwright. Back to midfield, and it's onto the foot of Barrier. Josh Barrier finds Hayden Gay on the far sideline. Gay chips it up toward the end line. Coming off the line is LeClaire. He grabs it, so he'll work his way to the 18 to punt. And we have Poitras and Zach Brothers, ready to check into the game here for the Eagles, the Chazy Eagles. Nice punt by Matt LeClaire, goes over the head of Giroux. Giroux hustling back, but it is also Burrow. Burrow with the ball, now being guarded by Giroux. Giroux trying to keep Burrow outside the 18, and Giroux takes him down. And this is a good spot for Beekmantown, just outside the 18.
This is a great spot for Beekmantown. We have 28:30 left here in this first half, and Beekmantown threatening.
It's Carnwright. Chazy sets up the wall.
Ask for 10.
And our officials, Joe, are...
Tonight we have Larry Bayshard and Gary Kaiser.
Find the head, Red. Let's go. Find the head.
And they're asking for 10 yards. Bayshard will walk it off. And Bayshard walks off the 10 yards. Carnwright is setting himself up here.
Balls and land.
Good test.
There's a hard shot, and boy, knocked out by Botten into the open space. And Pelton hustling up to the ball, but stepping up is number 15, Vila. Vila does a nice job getting it onto the foot of Faruqi. Faruqi gets it over to Carnwright. Carnwright pushes it back to Proper. Proper tries to get it to Faruqi. Faruqi has it knocked away, and it's picked up by Pelton. Pelton sends it back to Giroux. Giroux getting it over to Barrier. Barrier now gets it over to Reynolds. Reynolds tries to go back to Barrier, but coming back to play defense was Domini, who's into the game, and he sends it all the way back over to Plumador. Plumador sends it up. Stepping up is Domini. He one times it over to the far side, over to Danusi. Danusi working his way to the 18, pushing it up, trying to find Munson. Ball goes all the way up, and the Chazy defense is going back there, and it is for Chazy Dorn, and Dorn knocks it out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for Beekmantown. It's Ryan Munson with the throw-in deep into Chazy territory. Throws it into the box, goes off the head of Botten, and it's cleared out by that wasn't Reynolds.
Yeah,
that was
Barrier.
Barrier.
Good job by Barry just clearing that. Beekmantown's putting some pressure on the Eagles here right now. You know, working some good passes. Chazy's coming back right on a
counterattack.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's Lauren. He's just trying to go through everybody, pushing it up. He's trying to find Rogers, Nolan Rogers here on the near sideline, and so we have Zach Brothers and David Poitras coming into the game.
Coach McCullough sees Hayden Gay he has a nagging injury, and it's really kind of hurting his speed, because normally he's a lot faster, but he's still dangerous. He's a dangerous player, but he's going to need a little bit of rest. He has that left leg wrapped up pretty well.
We'll throw in by Giroux into Chazy territory.
Oh, good job.
And Pelton pushing it to the open space, trying to find Poitras. And a good job defensively by Munson to take it away from Poitras. All hit to midfield, and it was knocked away by Dorn. Coming all the way over to Giroux. Giroux with the ball comes to the near side over to Pelton. Pelton has Zach Brothers in front of him, but Pelton goes through, and he's trying to get through a couple players. He pushes it back, gets it onto Barrier's foot. Barrier now goes over to Reynolds. Reynolds looking to get a shot off to the 18. Reynolds with the shot. Oh, what a save by LeClaire.
Chazy doing some good work, though. I like what I just saw there.
Nice ball movement.
Yeah.
Reynolds was about 20 yards out and just ripped that ball.
Pelton had some good hustle there. It was just some nice work by Chazy.
Well, Pelton was patient. He just held the ball back, let the players set up, and then he let it go.
Good work.
And so it'll be a corner kick, and it goes right into the box. Chazy trying to get their head on it. It's still up in the air. Beekmantown trying to clear it, and Domi does. He clears it off to the wing. Poitras running hard to the ball. As Poitras gets there first, has it knocked away, and now it's Beekmantown on a counterattack. Big booming kick. They're trying to get Conrad splitting the defense, and you got to be careful. You have
oh my, he missed kick.
Net was out of position on that
way
one.
Out of the box.
And Coach McAuliffe is not happy with that.
Happy with that either, but they came right back.
They would have gave a goal away there.
See, that's what Beekmantown's looking for, though. They're a big long bomb, and they were almost.
But that's where the inexperience at goalie comes from, because Bissonnet didn't know what to do there.
Stay on your line.
Yes, stay on the line, because there was a defensive player on Conrad.
Yeah, there was a couple actually. But he's got some speed. Some really good speed. Beekmantown gets a corner kick out of this. We have 24-25 left in the first half and no score.
Still no score. It looks like Beekmantown's going to try to set up a short kick. Chazy's defending against that, but they send a traditional kick into the box.
Dangerous.
And Brothers chips it out, and it goes off the foot of Goldfarb.
Good job by Pelton.
Pelton does a really nice job setting it toward midfield, but goes on to the foot of Vila. Vila sends it back to the net, and Bissonnet comes off his line, grabs it. There is no danger there, and he'll work his way to the 18 at the 24-minute mark.
Kind of back and forth, Joey.
Yeah,
very good teams. Both these teams have a lot of skill and a lot of speed. So it makes for an interesting game.
Well, you kind of knew that coming into this game. This is what we were expecting, and we're seeing it right now. The ball is onto the foot of Plumador. He switches fields. Beekmantown going from right to left, all to the far sideline. Getting there is Danusi as well as Munson. But he's being hounded by Poitras.
Did a good job.
And here is...
that was a foul right
that
there.
Lauren?
Really. Yeah, they took a run right at Lauren, kind of knocked him down, or knocked him off the ball, I should say.
And there's another through ball again. And here, see, that's too far out for a goal.
Way too far.
That's what he was in. There's a goal. He's in. Score. That was a mistake. So Alex Price scores.
Rookie mistake.
23-16. Bissonnet had no reason to come off that line.
He's going to get a little tongue lashing here.
And you got to give Price credit. He knew exactly where he was.
There's times to be aggressive and there's times not to. And if you're going to clear the ball, you got to clear it high. You can't clear it low. You got to give yourself, first of all, that it doesn't deflect like it did.
Right.
And second of all, you give yourself time to get back because he was way outside the 18.
Oh yeah, you can see that develop.
Good job, though. Good shot. Chazy was doing some good things and. He gets scored on. Beekmantown is playing their old games again. Good job.
Oh, a nice goal. They took advantage of a Chazy mistake. And Reynolds sends it up. He's trying to get Pelton. And Zach Brothers battling for the ball along with number 10, Alex Price, who just scored. And it goes over to Goldfarb. Goldfarb pushes it up back to Price. Price now splits the defenders, gets it over to Domi. Domi gets it to the 18. It's cleared out by Dorn, and it's picked up by Zach Brothers. Zach Brothers with the ball. Goes to the open space, and here comes Poitras. Poitras working his way into Beekmantown territory. It's David Poitras. He'll push it back over to Dorn. Dorn, just shy of midfield, surveys the situation, comes up over to Lauren. Lauren has it knocked away by Goldfarb, and it goes on to Barrier.
Too much weight, though.
Yep, Barrier tried to switch fields, trying to find Pelton. It goes out of bounds, so we have a throw-in here for the Beekmantown Eagles. With 22-24 to go, the ball comes into the play, and it's onto the foot of the Beekmantown Eagles. And a whistle on Lauren. Shots favor Chazy 3-2. Corner kicks are 1-1, but where it matters most, Joe, it's 1-0 Beekmantown.
Yeah, they got to be pretty happy. Made a big mistake and they capitalized on it. That's what they did last year at the end of the season, and against a couple of good teams. They're doing it against Chazy here tonight so far, but it's early in the game.
Well, ball's at midfield. Poitras pushes it back over to Dorn. Dorn with the ball, gives it up to Brothers. That's Justin Brothers. He goes to midfield trying to find Lauren. It goes out of bounds. So right at midfield, Beekmantown going from right to left will get the throw in. And it will be Danusi. Danusi gets the ball in, and it's Reynolds. Reynolds gets it. Reynolds being challenged by Munson. And Reynolds will switch fields trying to find Pelton. Pelton has the ball, crosses midfield, but coming on strong is Faruqi. And Pelton just controlling the ball, pushes it back over to Barrier. Josh Barrier now goes over to Reynolds. Reynolds again
Smart.
trying to switch
That's
field.
what you gotta play
and
wide.
It's Giroux trying to get to the ball, but it goes out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for Beekmantown.
It was a great idea, but just they're putting a little bit too much weight. You saw Barrier do it earlier, and just happening again. So just they're getting the right things. Just gotta get the right weight on their passes, and they'll be fine.
Well, ball's at midfield, and it's controlled by Price. Price goes to the foot of Munson. Munson in Chazy territory. He's being guarded by Poitras. Poitras knocks it out of bounds. Throw in by Price. Price trying to find the foot of number 7, Munson, and it's cleared out of bounds by the defense of Chazy. So we have Ryan Munson with the throw in here for Beekmantown. Ball goes back over to Munson. Munson has it. Nice shot into the box, and it is Nelson Pelton who's back there for Chazy. He just kicks it up, but nobody there. It just goes on to Proper. He has some space. He gives it up over to Zach Brockway. Brockway with the shot, but Bissonette is there. And
Beekmantown's looking really good here the last 5-6 minutes. They're putting some good pressure on Chazy. They got that one goal, and they've been putting together several passes in a row to keep possession.
And right now the play is in Beekmantown territory. It was number 7, Munson, trying to get it to midfield. He has the ball. He gives it up over to Dominic. Dominic with the ball. Nice little touch. Gives it up over to Price. Price has it knocked away by Reynolds. Reynolds for Chazy has it taken away by Dominic. Dominic now with some speed, setting it up, trying to find Goldfarb. Goldfarb is defended well by Craig Botten, and he sends it out and trying to find Reynolds. And Beekmantown controls, but picked up by Barrier, trying to find Lauren. Lauren with the ball, trying to get by nice play by Lanucci.
Yeah, it was there was a handball that wasn't called back here on Beekmantown. They're going to call it now.
Delayed call?
Yeah, it was delayed because there was a handball in number 8, I believe. It was Proper. And Chazy had advantage, so they let it go on for a few seconds.
If you're just joining us, it's 1-0 Beekmantown with 19 minutes here left in the first half.
Here's where Chazy excels yesterday with Botten. Botten lobs him in there. Very nice.
And there's a nice kick by Botten to the 18. It goes through everybody. And
Nobody.
LeClaire was there. And Chazy had Barrier to the ball, but LeClaire beat him to it. So Beekmantown controls. They send a kick into Chazy territory headed by Botten. And it is Goldfarb sends a through ball in. And again,
Bissonette's
off his line. And he's going to get burnt again here.
He's going to learn. Oh, we're going to make a call here.
Give him a second, for God's sake.
They're going to call a foul on Chazy, and they better go quick. Yeah, you better stand right there, Don. He looked like he was covering up the ball. I don't know who that was, the defender.
Well, I think he was trying to get up.
Brockway!
Better be careful. You better be careful.
No way!
Good play here by Munson. There's 7.
That's 9.
Well, they're getting set up here for this. They had Larry
Very
Baker
good
count off
spot
10.
for Beekmantown.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Bryce, get closer. Get closer.
Right on the end line, about 8 yards out.
And there's the shot. It's a set play.
Oh, yeah, set play.
And it was
Good
Price
try.
sent it out wide. It's over a goal kick here for Chazy. So we have coming into the game, we have Nolan Rogers and Alec Lapierre. And coming back in for Beekmantown is Singh, Carnwright, and Burrow. Coming off is number 7, Munson, Domini, and Faruqi.
Our little friend Dominic played pretty well out there for a few minutes. It was good to see him.
He did a nice job out there.
He did. He made some nice plays. Got a good touch.
Well, Botten with the goal kick goes off of the head of Mr. Cool himself. He gets it to Lauren. Lauren with some nice speed. There's Lauren. He's trying to
ganged up on pretty hard.
Oh yeah, good defense by Proper.
It was good defense.
And Alec Lapierre pushes it up over to Reynolds. Reynolds looking to get a left-footed shot, and there's Barrier took it instead.
Yeah, you teed that up for Barrier. It looked like, kind of like they were in a practice session.
So we have a goal kick here for the Eagles, the Beekmantown Eagles. And Chazy has outshot Beekmantown 4-3 according to the scoreboard, but it's 1-0 Beekmantown on Chazy. And LeClaire with the kick, he'll be short about 20 yards of midfield. It goes off of the head of Carnwright to the center of the field, And Lapierre gets it to Reynolds. Reynolds to Barrier. Barrier one times it to Lauren. Back to Reynolds. So good ball movement here by the Eagles.
That's a good switch by
He's
Reynolds.
he's trying to switch fields, but it goes off of the head of Plumador to the far side onto the legs of Price. Price sends it right up to midfield, and it is Doran chipping it back into Beekmantown territory. Hayden Gay into the game trying to get to it, but he cannot get there, and it's picked up by Danusi. Danusi gets it to the foot of Goldfarb. Goldfarb has some space on the far sideline working his way down. He sends it through, and there's a shot wide, but nice play, and Austin Burrow ripped it wide.
Good movement. Beekmantown's they're doing a good job going right down the sidelines and making some long passes.
They certainly are.
They do. They're very, very fast.
So it's a goal kick, and Joe, we have a very nice crowd for this game here tonight.
There's a lot of people here tonight. There's a lot going on in Chazy this evening.
Come on, White, come on!
And it's Botten with the kick here for Chazy. And nice punt toward midfield onto the foot of Zach Brothers. Brothers heads it up over to Lauren. Lauren being guarded by 2 or 3 players at all times, and it's picked up by Carnwright. Carnwright now gets by Brothers. Carnwright trying to split it. He's trying to find Goldfarb. Goldfarb with some nice speed, trying to get by.
Get it loose here.
And it's Goldfarb getting the shot off.
Oh,
and Goldfarb just missed.
Chazy was very lucky. I think they're going to give him a corner kick.
Was probably deflected wide.
He got a Bissonette with a hand on it, I think.
Either Bissonette or Brothers just got his foot on it.
He was lucky. Chazy's going to have to guard these guys. These guys are very, very fast, and he's going to put Pelton back in the game just for Pelton's ability to track. Pelton he tracks on those sidelines very well.
Well, here goes the corner kick on the far post, or the far corner, and it's cleared right onto the ground, right through the 18, and Singh is on that. Singh chips it back just outside the 18. It's headed by Lauren, trying to find Hayden Gay. Hayden Gay does a nice job taking the ball away from Price on a slide tackle, and the ball will work its way off of.
Good play by Gay.
Yeah, it went off Beekmantown, so it's a throw-in for Chazy. Coming out is Zach Brothers and Nelson Pelton back into the game, and it's a throw-in for Chazy, and it comes into Reynolds. Reynolds with the ball for Chazy, chipping it up toward the 18, trying to find Pelton, who just checked into the game. Rogers and Pelton. Pelton gets to the ball, but it's knocked away by number 15, Vila. Vila loses it over to Barrier. Barrier trying to find Pelton. It's back over to Barrier. Barrier looking to get a shot off. He
Nice
does.
shot by Barrier.
Beautiful shot and great save by Leclerc. Barrier was about 20 yards out. It was
a
going to
little
go wide.
but you know what? It was still a good job.
If you're a goalie, you want to be safe.
Oh, you're going to definitely do it. He did a good job covering that up, too, not allowing any rebounds. And to go low into the ground.
Well, he punts it to midfield. It's controlled by, looks like Dominic out there.
Great on the
nice
ground
job.
tonight. But the second
He's playing
decision
hard.
sometimes, yeah.
Brothers chips it to midfield to Barrier, trying to find Lauren, but controlled by Brockway. Brockway sends it all the way back. The goalie calls for it, and Leclerc kicks it up, and he passes it up over to Proper. Proper gives it up over to Carnwright, back over to Proper. Proper switches fields as he's trying to find the foot of Price, but it's controlled by Dorn. Dorn chips it up right to midfield over to Hunter Dominy. Dominy over to Lauren. Lauren tried to find Barrier, but it goes on to the foot of Goldfarb. Goldfarb, they're split the defense, and Bissonette comes off the line. Good play there by Bissonette because coming hard at him was Carnwright. And there's the punt by Bissonette, and it goes off Pelton's head over to Lauren. Lauren will always have 1 or 2 people on him, and right from behind it was Burrow, and Lauren pushes it through. Yeah. Well, they need 2 or 3 people to guard against them. It goes off of Lapierre out of bounds. So throw in here for Beekmantown. Dominic coming back into the game, as well as Ryan Munson. Coming out of the game is Vila as well as Goldfarb.
Goldfarb getting a well-deserved rest.
He played hard out there.
Yes, he does. He plays hard all the time.
Well, the ball's at midfield, and Dominic trying to switch fields.
Good play.
And nice play by Munson, who just checked into the game, and nice job by Botten clearing it, but it goes on to the foot of Price.
Chazy's going to have to be a little quicker with that ball because Beekmantown is beating him sometimes, some of these passes.
Yeah, Beekmantown's got some nice speed.
shot.
There it is. And another hard shot by Brockway goes wide. So Beekmantown's been kind of having their way here the last few minutes, Joe.
They've been the better team for about the last 15 minutes, I say. Chazy's had a few good opportunities. You know, they put some stuff together, but Beekmantown was very quick to the ball in his first half.
Well, the shots, they're tied at 5-all. I mean, it's an evenly played game, but I give the advantage to Beekmantown at this point. And it's Botten with the kick, trying to get the nice head by Mr. Cool himself. It goes on to Lawrence foot, and Lawrence trying to find Pelton, and it's cleared out by number 21 Plumador to midfield, but Josh Barrier with the ball. Barrier gives it up over to Reynolds. Reynolds gets a nice play to Pelton, who tried to one-time it, but too far, and goes into the hands of LeClaire.
Very good skill, both these teams. You know, they have what it takes to go far in their respective divisions. You can see it.
It's definitely quality soccer right now that we're watching. Reynolds, and you know both teams couldn't wait for this game to take place. And the ball is Reynolds at midfield. He pushes it up onto the foot of Pelton. Pelton comes here to the near sideline. Chazy going from left to right onto the foot of Barrier. Barrier now is trying to switch fields, trying to get Pelton. Pelton with the ball, or Hayden Gay. Gay has it knocked away. And defensively, Beekmantown's just doing a good job collapsing on the Chazy Eagles.
Playing very good team defense. Normally they have at least two guys. Whoever has the ball, like I said, they're hawks.
Right, yeah. It doesn't matter who touches the ball.
They're good.
And it's Rogers working his way through. He has it knocked away, and it's picked up by Price. Price with the ball. Sends it up, and Botten heads it back out, trying to find Reynolds. Reynolds now heads it to the near sideline over to Rogers. Rogers has some space, yes, but the Nussie's there, and he pushes it up, trying to find
I noticed
Lauren.
a lot of Chazy's passes, they're to nobody. You know, sometimes they get the ball, they're just kicking it right to Beekmantown, so they're going to have to get a little sharper.
Lauren gets it to Pelton. Pelton being guarded by Conwright. Conwright wins that battle. Conwright will now chip it into Chazy territory on the far sideline. Going hard is Domley on the far sideline, trying to save it from going out, but it does. So throw in for the Chazy Eagles, and it comes over to Craig Botten. Botten with the ball, has Lapierre wide left, but he chips it up too, but nobody there.
That's what I mean, that right there, just kicking it right back to Beekmantown. Some of their long passes, they're not accurate.
They just found Singh. Singh sent it back over to Danussi. Danussi sends it into Chazy territory, and it's on to the foot of Burrow. Burrow being guarded by Lapierre. He sends it to the middle, and Justin Brothers has it knocked away.
Oh, good chance here.
And, yep, there was a nice shot by Conway. It deflected off a Chazy defender.
Corner kick.
So we will have a corner kick. 9 minutes to go, Joe, in the first half, and it's been a very entertaining game.
It has been. Both these teams have a lot of skill, and Beekmantown capitalized on that one mistake that Chazy made, but it's been sometimes, well, I tell you what, Joey, Beekmantown, I got to give them a nod. They've had better chances.
Yeah, they're doing very well. They're taking a short kick. Here's another opportunity. And there's a shot. Munson took it over the net, but a nice short corner kick.
That was a smart play by Munson because Bissonette was screened, and he was trying to go high.
So Botten will take the corner kick, or the goal kick here. And coming off is Pelton. And Zach Brothers goes into the game. And Botten with 8:17 to go. We have some wholesale changes coming for Beekmantown. That's Goldfire proper. We have Faruqi and Waterbury. Ryan Waterbury will see some action here.
Beekmantown they're just getting possession, and they're keeping it for quite a bit in this game.
Well, there's the shot by number 10 Price, and
they're all over the Eagles. Eagles are kind of look like their legs have a little lead in them this right now. They were playing well for a while, but Beekmantown's just using a lot of speed and controlling the ball. Here we go again.
Yeah, Danussi has the ball. The ball is in Chazy territory, but Beekmantown is controlling, but it's intercepted here by Barrier. Gets it up over to Reynolds. Reynolds now open space, trying to find Rogers. Rogers trying to get a shot off. He sends it to the center of the box, and it's cleared out by number 9 Cartwright. Step up in the offensive zone is Lapierre, and he gets Nolan Rogers. Nolan Rogers has it knocked out of bounds by Vila, so throw in for Chazy.
Right here, we're going to see Reynolds. Nathan Reynolds coming over from the midfield position, taking these throw-ins. He lobs him in. He's like a big bomb. Very dangerous.
Deeper, Nolan.
And there's Reynolds. Nice deep throw. And it is defensively, Beekmantown's there doing a nice job, and a good play by
That's Price all the way back.
Yeah, he went back to help out defensively.
Sure, good job.
And here's Singh. Singh working his way down the line. Lapierre does a
nice
slide
play
back,
by
nice
Lapierre.
play by Lapierre. Oh, he gets it to the foot of Brothers.
Zach had space.
He
he could have gone to the right.
He tried to find Lauren.
I know, you got to be a little selfish up there, Zach. I know you're young, but go and take that because you can put it in the net.
Hard to do when the senior captain's in front of you.
The senior captain was also covered by 3 guys.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
And there's Lapierre going on the ground
Another
again.
good play by Lapierre.
And puts on Lauren just outside the 18. Lauren getting a hard shot
Oh,
off.
good shot by Lauren.
Well, Lauren used he was double teamed, but he tried to screen the
He
goalie.
was using the defenders as a screen. There was some good movement here by Chazy. Now they're starting to get a few passes that are actually penetrating down in the zone of Beekmantown.
Well, we have 6:09 here left in the first half. 1-0 Beekmantown on a mistake by Chazy. And the ball is in Beekmantown area.
Foul.
Okay, no, don't
And
worry about
it's
it.
red direct.
He kind of jumped in the air, Villa did, but you know, you're going to have your arms up in the air. They're going to call you for the foul either way. It was actually not a bad choice by Rogers to try to go get that ball.
Carnwright with a big booming kick, and the ball's headed by Barrier. Brothers heads it back to Barrier, so nice movement. And it
Chazy's
comes
good
to
in the
near
air.
side over to
Very good in
Rogers.
the air.
So Rogers sends it up, and it goes off the chest of Carnwright onto the foot of Price. Price pushes it through, and he finds Burrow. And gets by
Burrow's
Lapeer.
getting by everybody.
Burrow's got some speed and nice hard shot
Yep.
by Burrow, but nice save.
He maybe
by
could have
Bissonnette.
taken another couple of steps, but you know, he did a great job getting through a couple of defenders in Chazy. He's not very big in stature, but big, 'cause he's big. You know, and with his heart, he's playing hard, Burrow.
Bissonnette, he stood his ground there, and the ball is in Chazy territory, and his Barrier gives it over to Rogers. Rogers goes back to the center of the field, over to Reynolds, over to Brothers, now to Lauren, and it's just a nice play by Nusi, knocking it away onto the foot of Brockway, far side. Brockway working his way to midfield, makes a nice move, sending it up. He's trying to find the foot of Burrow, but a good play by Justin Brothers. Now chip back. Here's Bissonnette, and Bissonnette and Burrow go into each other.
Bissonnette is absolutely fearless coming off that line now.
Yeah, you can't get upset at a player coming into him.
No, not when you have
Now when you're not that far out.
the speed of somebody like Burrow coming down on you now, or Goldfarb. They both have speed and skill.
Lauren to Reynolds, back to Lauren. Lauren in Beekmantown territory.
Chazy can put a goal right here in the late in this first half. That definitely help him out. They need something.
Well, Lauren is doing what he can out there. It's Lauren with the ball, has a little bit of space, but just a little. He's now double teamed. And actually, he was pushed down by Carnwright.
Yeah, he's handled a little roughly, I think, because they would call that in England. So,
If Dean is still listening.
always the understating society of the British.
And here we are. It is Lauren.
Lauren's going to take this, huh?
It looks to be.
Yeah, he can drill it here, that's why. Nice
Lauren
shot.
rips it. Oh, bottom board. Oh, another save by Leclerc. And we got to kind of say what took place here.
wow.
Lauren hit the crossbar and it dropped down just in front of the line.
Oh, my.
And then there was another hard shot, and Leclerc went to his right and made a fantastic save. So the Beekmantown Eagles dodged a bullet there,
That
Joe.
was two, Joey.
Yeah, they did.
Two, so good job by Leclerc.
That's the second time in 2 days that Lauren has rattled that crossbar.
And here's Chazy with a quarter kick.
Lauren trying to get the shot off and outside of his foot, and it will be a goal kick here for Beekmantown. And good effort by the Chazy Eagles there.
Good work by Chazy. Lapeer is doing a good job back here in the defense. He stripped them the ball a couple times going low, but his second decision has been wise. They've been very on. You know, he hasn't kicked it to nowhere. That's unfortunately Chazy's been doing that a couple of times, actually several times this game, just kicking it right to the Beekmantown player. And Beekmantown's getting possession, and they got to stop doing that. They got to start finding feet or doing a better job of getting those passes to the people.
Well, Leclerc chips it or punts it to midfield, but it's controlled by Chazy.
Good ball.
And it is Reynolds goes far side to Hayden Gay.
Nice
Switch
move by
fields. Gay working his way to
Another
the
nice
18,
move.
but he's double teamed and it's knocked away and it's controlled by Beekmantown. And Justin Brothers comes up on the offensive end, switches fields, gives it up over to Barrier. Barrier with some space, and he'll push it up over to Nolan Rogers. Rogers tries to send it across. It deflects off of Vila,
That was a good job by Villa.
and it's controlled by Faruqi. Faruqi giving the ball to Skylar Dominy. Justin Brothers steps up, does a nice job
He's
to
not going to get
control.
away with Justin Brothers.
No, he's a big guy. Justin Brothers find Hunter.
Oh, nice
There
move.
it is. That is Reynolds. Reynolds sends it
here we
across.
go.
There it is. Oh,
Good defensive play. I think Danusi got that.
it was number 21,
Excuse me,
Plumador.
Plumador did it.
Lauren ripped it, and
This is a
Plumador just put himself
He's
right
looking
on.
good though, Joey. I mean, they're getting a lot of good opportunities. That's a third opportunity about the last.
Here's the
minute.
cross, Joe. And Leclerc did a nice job because going up high was
He's
Reynolds.
harmless.
And Rogers
Good hustle by Rogers. That could be a corner kick.
Corner kick. He's calling corner.
He's calling goal.
That's corner!
No, he's saying goal. Kaiser says it's a goal kick. He was right there on the line. He saw it with 1:09 to go.
Rogers not happy, kind of kicking that ball. He could get a warning for that, but they're just going to let it fly because if the refs are calling.
Well, the Beekmantown Eagles have just dodged a few bullets here in the last 2 minutes.
Chazy's been putting some good stuff together, and Leclerc making a couple of great saves, and Brandon Lauren hitting the crossbar and it coming down on the top. Chazy just hasn't been finding the back of the net, though, with any of this work.
Well, there's a kick by Leclerc headed by Barrier onto the foot of Zach Brothers. Brothers gets it up over to Reynolds. Reynolds tries to find Lauren. Lauren with the ball. It's pushed over to the near side over to Rogers. Rogers back over to Lauren. Lauren trying to get a shot off. He splits the defenders. It's Lauren. He's tough. It's Lauren with the ball. Sends it across and wide.
Good job by Villa right there. Put a body on Lauren.
Oh, well, he had 2 defenders, and he just bounced off them, through them to get to the ball, but the shot went over the end line side net. So with 12 seconds left, Leclerc is going to take his time, and Beekmantown wants to get to the halftime with a 1-0 lead.
Especially after this flurry, this used a lot of shots. Opportunities by Chazy. They looked very good the last 5 minutes.
Well, the first half has come to the end. You are listening to the Sports Authority of the North Country Hometown Radio, WIRY, 1340 on the dial or wiry.com. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Right now, and Bissonnette's working his way to the goal, and Beekmantown's all ready to go to get the second half going. And like you say, Joe, it was 8 shots apiece.
Yes.
Corner kicks were 3 shots apiece. So, I mean, it was very
even.
Other than the mistake,
Yes.
very, very well evenly played.
That's what goes on. I mean, he's like I said, both these well played, well skilled. The skills that these two teams have. A lot of, like I said, these players, they know each other. A lot of them play on club teams together. So this should be the second half should be just as entertaining. There maybe even be a couple of goals scored
In the second half, well, it's Lauren and Pelton will be starting the second half here for Chazy, and game is on, and Lauren sends it back over to Barrier. Barrier switches fields, goes to the far side.
That's what I mean right there. Chazy
got past Giroux. Yeah,
it's just not a good pass. It's just their passes aren't on the Eagles, and they're going to have to get better if they're going to win this game.
Well, the throw-in comes in. It goes onto the foot of Carnwright. Carnwright getting it over to Price, and now stepping up for Beekmantown. There's the speed we're talking about, and there's a long shot. Bissonnette does a nice job to knock it over the net, but what a shot.
That was a great lofting shot, just a throw-in at the net.
Bissonnette had to go up and just tap it over the top of the net.
Yeah,
great play. He played his line well.
He read it, and he tipped it over, but Beekmantown is awarded a corner kick here in the early going of the second half.
You have Brockway and Carnwright going to the far corner. They're going from left to right, and they're going to set up for a short corner kick. It looks like Chazy's going to try to defend against that.
Time for this corner kick. We're going to have to.
Yeah, well, they got a 1-0 lead.
Get maybe another ball boy on that side, or haven't paid attention,
Well, here it goes, and it is the short kick, and short corner kick, I should say. And
good job by Pelton.
Nice play defensively. Lauren's back there to help out.
Just to clear it out. Good job by the Eagles defensively.
And it's working to midfield, and the ball comes here to the near sideline over to Danucci. Danucci pushes it up over to Price. Price being guarded by Hayden Gay.
Good job,
nice job pushing up to Pelton. Pelton gets by the defense of Beekmantown.
Oh, darn.
Pelton can't keep it in, and it goes out of bounds.
Chazy's just getting a little hard luck, but they're doing some things, but they're just not executing on the end of them.
Throw-in comes in, and Doran gets it up over to Barry. Barry now over to Pelton. One times it over to Hayden Gay. Gay on the near sideline, working his way down into Beekmantown territory. Tries to go to the center to Lauren, but it's intercepted by Brockway. Brockway with the ball has it deflected by Barrier. He tries to go over to Pelton, but Brockway gets the ball, and he switches fields, and stepping up for Chazy is Giroux. He gets it onto the foot of Barrier. Barrier looking around, switching fields, trying to go far side, but it's controlled by Beekmantown. And it was Reynolds and Brockway fighting for the ball. Brockway sends it into Chazy territory. Running back there defensively is Giroux. He does a good job, and he sends it up over to Nolan Rogers. Rogers far sideline gets to midfield.
Nice ball by Rogers.
Pelton. He slips, and he was trying to one-time it over to Lauren.
They're just having some hard luck, the Eagles.
And it is
wide open. Is Hayden Gay here?
Hayden Gay. Nice play by Dorn. He sends it up over to into the box.
Oh, we have
Pelton.
2-on-1.
And it's Leclerc coming down. So it was Lauren and Pelton there, but it goes by both into the hands
Pretty
of
good
Leclerc.
work. Still by Chazy. Some pretty good work at times. They're keeping it down here in the Beekmantown end, but Beekmantown's coming on the transition right now.
And it's Dorn hustling back, but running hard is Price. Dorn does a nice job trying to find Hayden Gay, but intercepting the play is Goldfarb. Goldfarb with some nice speed, working his way down the line. He looks to chip it up. It goes off the end line, so a goal kick for Chazy. Early on here in the second half, Chazy trailing 1-0.
Yeah, you got to watch number 3 Goldfarb.
Oh,
He's been around the block a few times. I mean, he scored
Come on, boy,
2
come
goals
on.
the other night. And
well, their front line's got tons of speed.
They have a lot of speed. Even their bench, you know, with the subs coming in, they have some speed too.
Well, there's a kick by Botten. It goes off of the head of Brockway to midfield into Beekmantown territory. And Vila wisely kicks it out of bounds. So throwing here for Chazy. Hayden Gay will probably go down the line. He does. He's trying to find Pelton. Pelton with the ball pushes it back to Barrier. Barrier comes back to Justin Brothers. Justin Brothers with the ball gives it up over to Reynolds. Reynolds just outside the 18 has a good defense.
Oh, good try. He's trying
nice
to
play
find
by Vila. Pelton trying to get to the ball, but it's knocked out and it's kicked up high in the air by Conrad. Brothers trying to head the ball, goes right in front of his feet, but it's picked up by Goldfarb. Goldfarb switches fields, but coming from behind.
Good job by Lauren.
Nice
They're
play
going to
by
call a foul
Lauren.
on
They'll
him.
get him on a push.
Yeah. And good sportsmanship, Lauren, helping him up.
Yep. There was a bump there, and Goldfarb did go down. So about 10 yards shy of midfield, right in the center of the field, is Beekmantown, and they'll take this free kick here with 35-36 to go here in the second half. And there's the kick by Faruqi, and it goes on to the foot of Proper. Proper comes to the near sideline over to Vila. Vila tried to find Price, it went too far ahead, and it is Dorn does a nice job taking the way from Goldfarb.
And a good second decision finding Lauren. Good job.
And he puts it right on Lauren's foot. Lauren at midfield, and he is being challenged by number 6 Brockway. He pushes it over to Hayden Gay, back over to Lauren, and it's Lauren has it knocked away by Proper. So good job.
Brockway and Lauren
Proper
going
down.
out, and they're going to call a foul on Lauren. It is a right call. Lauren kind of took Brockway down there.
Oh, he took Proper down.
It's Proper, yeah. They're giving each other the business.
They're playing hard.
They are playing hard.
Yeah, that's not dirty. They're just playing hard soccer tonight.
That's good. It was a foul. Good, correct call.
Sure was. And we have Plumador taking the kick here for the Eagles. Beekmantown Eagles. He sends it into Chazy territory trying to find Goldfarb. And he does. Goldfarb gets it up over to Carnwright, and he gets to the open space, and there's Burrow. Austin Burrow working his way into the 18. Nice play by Burrow, sending it back.
Ooh.
And it is Bissonette.
I don't know if he lost control of it when he went down, but there was a...
Well, going at him hard was Goldfarb.
He was waiting for a rebound, and he went kind of flying over Bissonette. Bissonette did a good job getting that. Chazy was pretty lucky. Did you see the speed?
Oh, yeah.
Burned right by Brothers.
Well, nice punt to midfield. It's controlled by Price. Price comes to the near sideline, gets it onto the foot of Burrow. Burrow chipping it up back over to Price. Price has some room deep into Chazy territory. He lofts it in, and Bissonette is there, and he just hauls it in. So nice play by Bissonette on the cross from...
You can't make a mistake with Beekmantown.
No.
You really cannot
No
make
finish.
Chazy's going to have to find a way to do something about that speed. Just, 'cause they get the ball, they've been getting a few bounces, and they are very dangerous.
Nolan Rogers at midfield now into
Good job,
Beekmantown
Rogers.
territory. He gets by Brockway. He sends it into Leclerc, and it short hop Leclerc, but he was there.
So that's how Hayden Gay was kind of open. He was calling for the ball, but Rogers was busy being defended. That was not a bad shot.
And there's the
Hard to know.
high kick by Leclerc, hits the ground at midfield. Reynolds heads it up over to Pelton. Pelton pushes it back over to Giroux, but it goes right behind Giroux. He recovers. Far side, Giroux now sends
ball
it
by
into the
Giroux.
Beekmantown area. It goes off of the head of Pelton. Pelton hustling to the ball. And that would be a handball, I think. Yeah,
Good spot here for Chazy.
yeah it is.
They're keeping Plumador, number 21, defensively for Beekmantown. They are keeping him really deep.
Well, this is Lauren Land here. He
Yes.
can
Let's do a quick one. Oh, he wasted it. He knows
he
it.
wasted
Yeah, he
that
did. He wasted a quick one.
Yeah, that went halfway up the trees up there,
Yes.
Joe. Finally just fell down.
With the mail lady over in the Route 9.
32-25 if you're just joining us. Beekmantown on the first half goal leads Chazy 1-0 in the Frankie Garrow Memorial Championship soccer match here in Chazy. A good crowd, a beautiful night for a soccer game here for September 1st. Leclerc, nice kick, just shy of midfield, controlled by the Eagles, and it's on the foot of Lauren over to Pelton. Pelton on the far sideline. He's being challenged by Vila. It's Pelton looking to serve it. But good defense here by the Eagles, the Beekmantown Eagles. It's Rogers with the ball. He pushes it up over to Barrier. Barrier goes
nice.
back, but nobody
Good
there.
try.
Cleared out by Singh. And Botten heads it back toward the Beekmantown end here, but it's cleared out by Carnwright. And he's trying to find goal for
Good job,
him. It's Justin
brothers.
Brothers.
They're going to call a hole here against Botten, I think.
And I think Beekmantown said, we had the advantage here. What'd you call that for?
They did, and Goldfarb raising his hands in futility because
No, it is, but he's right, though. I think.
His call, though. Chazy better turn around. He's put a thick one here.
So here's Brockway.
It's a good spot here. Good shot.
Nice hard wide shot by Brockway.
You see they're trying to go high on Chazy. They're trying to go high on Bissonette. He
Well-
doesn't have a lot of height. They're trying to take a few high shots on him.
Well, Beekmantown out shooting Chazy 10-9.
You see both teams just wasting pretty good chances. I mean,
Lauren did the same thing.
yeah, Lauren did the same thing earlier, and Brockway just kind of wasting one for Beekmantown. Not even on net.
Botten, a good kick. It'll work its way to just shy of midfield, headed by Carnwright back toward the 18. And Botten does a nice job clearing it back out. And Lauren trying to get to it, but it's controlled by Danusi. Knocked away by Lauren onto the foot of Hayden Gay. Gay does a
move by
nice
Gay.
move to get by Price. It's Hayden Gay trying to get by Price. A good job by Danusi, taking the ball away, but taken by
job by
Lauren.
Lauren,
back to Hayden Gay. They're trying to find Lauren. And there's a wall of defenders there, and it's number 21, Plumador. He sends it to the near sideline over to Price. Price goes off the head of Dorn to Barrier. Barrier gets it to Hayden Gay, just inside Beekmantown side of the field here. And it's now working the near sideline.
Chazy's got to send some people forward here.
He serves it up into the box, but it's cleared out, controlled by number 9, Carnwright. Carnwright switches fields to the far side, and Beekmantown controlling, and it was Brockway, and he got taken down by Reynolds.
They're going to call a foul.
Now they're calling a foul just inside the midfield here. We're
got
under
ball,
30
though.
minutes,
I
Joe.
mean, he got all ball, and
Well, I'd say Larry Bayshard saw it differently.
yeah, he was kind of behind the play, but
Closer. there's a big booming
good
kick.
spot.
This is dangerous. And Bissonette was there because
man.
I thought Carnwright was right there by him.
he was lucky that Conrad didn't flick that in.
He could have.
Put him right on Bissonette. Bissonette did a good job.
Nice punt to midfield, and he's pushed. That would have been Pelton was pushed at midfield by Carnwright. So Chazy will get a kick here.
Chazy has to, you got to bury one pretty soon.
Well, we have Craig Botten will take the kick for Chazy. He's about 5 yards into Beekmantown territory here. Chazy going from right to left. Beekmantown from left to right. It is Botten taking his time. He sends a good booming
Nice
kick
ball.
toward the net. Off the line is Leclerc.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That was by everybody. Just missed the score there. So Beekmantown dodged the
They're going
bullet.
to call a corner kick for Chazy.
A deflection.
Boy, that was a
And
good chance for the Eagles. What a nice ball by Botten.
it was. And it's a corner kick here for the Eagles. They said there was a deflection.
We have 28:40 left here in the second half. Beekmantown still up one. We have a pile of substitutions going in.
Well,
Zach
we know
Brothers
Zach Brothers is in.
going in for the Chazy Eagles. And
We have
Sky Domini. We have number 12 going in Waterbury.
Ryan Munson.
7 Munson, going in. And number 20 of Faruqi. Coming off the field is Goldfarb, Singh, and Price for the Eagles. Also,
Hayden Gay.
leg number 8, Proper. Excuse me, that would be Brockway off.
And there's the kick by Hayden Gay into the box.
Oh, my.
Knocked out by Leclerc.
Lauren was pushed in the air
And
pretty
Botten
well.
went up to help back, and defensively he's hustling back, but Burrow with the ball at midfield, switching fields.
Good transition.
He's trying to get Faruqi, who just checked into the game, but the Eagles get back defensively. That's the Chazy Eagles.
Hayden, can't get big here, Hayden.
Far side, and Beekmantown now in the offensive zone of Chazy. Sends it across to the top of the 18. It's headed out by Doran. And it is now goes to Reynolds. Reynolds tries to half volley it up to midfield, but it's knocked away, and Hayden Gay gets to the ball. He's trying to find Zach Brothers. But it's picked up by Carnwright. Carnwright pushes it all the way back to the sweeper position of Beekmantown. That's onto the foot of Plumador. He sends it up to midfield, and it's Reynolds trying to get to the ball, but it's controlled by Proper. Proper has it knocked away by Hayden Gay. Gay pushes it up over to Lauren. Lauren now trying to find Reynolds. Reynolds pushing it up. Coming up on the far side, it was Rogers, and it is Reynolds. Reynolds now into the 18, working his way to the net. It's Reynolds going through. Reynolds trying to score. And Leclerc comes in and does a nice job.
Good work by Reynolds.
Reynolds was one step away from letting that shot go, and Leclerc comes off his line. So good work here by the Chazy Eagles.
Good work by Leclerc. Chazy putting a little pressure on Beekmantown.
Nice punt by Leclerc.
Beautiful.
Deep in the Chazy territory, headed by Botten. Coming up is Dorn. Dorn does a nice job heading up
doing
over
a
to
good job
88.
back there
He's holding his own very well. Up to Lauren. Lauren with the ball, trying to get by a defender, but knocked away by Domini. And Domini with the ball pushes it back. And the defense of Beekmantown sends it into the offensive zone. And it's Brett Giroux. I keep saying his dad. And it's off the end line there, so it'll be a throw-in for Chazy.
Midfield for Chazy being replaced.
And the throw-in comes in here for Chazy. A nice deep throw-in here by Reynolds. And it's headed out of bounds, so another throw-in for Chazy, about halfway down into Beekmantown territory.
Reynolds is going to let everybody settle. Joey, we have 25, 52 left here in the second half. Beekmantown still up 1-0. Chazy's been threatening for about the last 6 minutes or so.
Well, here comes be a long throw-in from Reynolds, and there it is inside the box. It's headed back out. Reynolds should chip it back in. He does. He chips it back just on the outside of the box, and it goes off the head of Barrier. Poitras trying to get to the ball. Good effort by Poitras.
But they
pushes it back. It's Brothers. And Justin Brothers gets it up over to Dorn. Dorn in offensively here for the Eagles. It goes out of bounds by Waterbury.
Chazy's starting to play well now. They're starting to put some things together. You see Dorn playing very well on the defensive end.
Well, everybody's up for Chazy right now.
The Dorn's second decisions has been very good, and Drew's playing well on the outside, so they're getting a little bit more comfortable. They're getting better weight on their passes. You know, their passes are going to the right spot at the right time, and everything's clicking. We have Reynolds here with another bomb.
There it goes. It's into the box, and it finds the ground. Lauren trying to get a shot off, but 3 points on him. And it's pushed out onto the foot of Waterbury. And Waterbury with the ball will send it up to the near sideline. And a nice pass up over to Crawford. Crawford now it was Austin Burrow was just ahead of everybody else.
He was offsides, and Coach Lucy's trying to plead his case to Mr. Kaiser, but Kaiser I think made the right call.
Let's go.
And we have 24-26 to go here.
Mr. Lucy working the official pretty hard.
Yeah, that's what the coach is supposed to do.
But he's not going to change his call. They never have, ever in the history of sports.
Get it up. Let's go. We're in.
It is Botten with the kick. A nice booming kick. It's just off the head of Brockway toward midfield, picked up by Justin Brothers. And it is Dorn doing a nice job getting over to a Barrier.
Barrier with a nice play.
Josh Barrier has it knocked away from behind by Carnwright into Chazy territory, and it is picked up by number 11, Burrow, who's got some good speed. Coming over to help is Dorn, and it's Burrow. Burrow trying to split the defenders, and Poitras does a wise job sending up to midfield, and it's controlled by Lauren. Lauren being guarded by Proper.
Come on, Chazy's got to get up there.
Lauren does a nice job. It's Lauren working his way to the 18. It's Lauren trying to get through. He's trying to get through 4 defenders, and it's not going to work. And it's picked up by number on the far side, Drew. Drew trying to find.
Still good work by the Eagles, though. Chazy, they're putting some things together now. They're creating some havoc, but they got to be careful of that speed. When Botten gets up there, he's going to have to drop back fast. Dorn's been doing a good job of stopping some of that speed of Beekmantown. They're the real deal.
Well, we have Goldfire, Brockway, and Price checking back into the game here for Beekmantown. And coming out of the game is Carnwright as well as Waterbury, and it looks like Austin Burrow coming out of the game. Chazy will have a throw-in, far sideline. They're going from right to left, and actually it's Beekmantown will get the throw-in, far sideline. They're throwing it toward midfield, trying to get it onto the foot of Sky Domini, but it's knocked away by the Eagles. Chazy Eagles, and it's on Lauren's foot. Lauren trying to break that line. It's Lauren with the ball, and he's 3 players on him as always, and it's knocked away, and it's cleared out toward midfield, and Justin Brothers one times it, but it goes on the foot of Domini. Domini goes to the far side. He gets it over to Faruqi. Faruqi sends it up into Chazy territory, but Brett Drew does a nice job knocking it into Beekmantown territory, but it's deflected back into Chazy territory. It is Giroux gives the ball up over to far side Barrier. Barrier sends it up and it goes off the body of Proper. Back to midfield. Reynolds tried to control it, but it's controlled by the Beekmantown Eagles, and there's a through ball coming out off his line is Bissonnette.
Good play.
And with 22 minutes to go, Joe, it's still 1-0 Beekmantown.
Not for lack of trying, or the Chazy part. They were putting some good things together. Beekmantown seems to be happy to keep the ball in the middle of the field and play a little bit of defense.
Well, I mean, they aren't just trying to play defense. Chazy's doing some good things here, keeping them on their toes here in the back. And there's a shot. Took us out of the play here. Vila must have thought we said something bad about him.
You did earlier, Joey. I heard you. It was him.
Joe, I haven't seen two people flinch like that in a long time. And there's a throw in by Reynolds, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. So Reynolds will have another shot of it here. With 21-21 to go, the shot's favoring Beekmantown 10-9. And Reynolds goes to the open space, and it's chipped up high in the air, and the ball is headed by Barrier, but it goes on to the foot of Brockway. Brockway with the ball has it kicked out of bounds, and it will be a throw in here. Dorn will take the throw in here for Chazy. Over to Josh Barrier.
Switch fields.
Yep, he's switching it all the way over to Giroux.
Chazy's starting to work
Far
together
side.
now.
Giroux has Pelton in front of him, as well as Zach Brothers. Zach Brothers pushes it all the way back over to Botten. Botten surveys the situation, sends it back over to Zach Brothers. Brothers now goes to the middle of the field over to Reynolds.
Reynolds has a lot of
Reynolds
space.
has some space. Now Reynolds, see, he took a shot from 40 yards out that went over the crossbar.
It was not a bad idea had he just kept the ball. He had some good space. But they're working. You can see Chazy putting it together now. Their work is efficient. Their passing is getting better, and Beekmantown is they're breaking down Beekmantown a lot better than what they did in the first half. Beekmantown's been playing quite a bit of defense here lately.
Well, Leclerc will take the kick here, the goal kick, and he sends it right to midfield, but it's headed by Reynolds over to Lauren. Lauren trying to make the move here. Lauren outside the 18 on the far side, trying to bust through. Lauren gets the shot off.
Oh, nobody
wide.
there. Zach Brothers right over the head of him, and some good work by Lauren across. You're going to have to make those count, because that's another one.
Well, with a quality team like Beekmantown, you don't get many quality chances either team.
When you get them, you have to do it, and it's the second or third time this game they haven't been able to do it. Poitras did a good job putting a body on number 6 Brockway.
Well, the ball is in Beekmantown territory.
She's getting possession and keeping it now.
Yeah, they are, and Barrier pushes it up over to Reynolds. Reynolds does a nice job. It's Reynolds a little too far in front. Reynolds into the box. Reynolds looking to get a shot off. It should be a corner, and it is.
Good work by Reynolds.
Both officials. Yeah, he went in there hard.
You can see Reynolds Lawrence, they're starting to get hungry now, and they're using some skill. Beekmantown is, like I said, they're playing a lot of defense here in the last 8 minutes.
Well, they're the senior captains, and actually they've sent over, is that Rogers?
Yeah, Rogers. Sent him to the far side. He's got a good foot.
Well, Rogers is in the near corner here.
Nice ball by Rogers.
Ball by Rogers, and nice play by Leclerc to knock it out. And now on the counter,
here they come.
He goes nice speed. Ball pushed up, and Dorn does a nice job to disrupt the play, and now Drew will clear it, or he's trying to clear it, but he's being
good job by Brett Drew.
Did a nice job over
there. Good job by
there.
Dorn coming over, and good job by Drew.
He took it away from Goldfarb, and it is Justin Brothers pushes it up over to nice play by Lauren to shield the ball for Reynolds. He's trying to find Poitras.
A little too much weight, and Reynolds is yelling at himself, but they had the idea, Like I said, Chazy's starting to put some things together and playing some good Chazy soccer. They're just going to have to try to find out how to crack Leclerc. He's made some good saves.
Yeah, he has.
He's doing really well in between the posts.
Well, it's 10-10 here, shots on net. And we have all kinds of substitutions going in here. And the ball is coming in by Vila. And the ball goes onto the foot of number 6 Brockway. And Brockway has it knocked away by Barrier. Pushed up, and it's onto the foot of Goldfarb. Goldfarb goes to the open space. Running hard is Carnwright, but so isn't Justin Brothers. Carnwright and Brothers fighting for the ball.
Good job,
Brothers keeps it in, sending it up, really, and it's knocked out of bounds by Poitras, so it's a throw in here for Beekmantown. We have 17:30 to go, and if you're just joining us, it's a first half goal by Beekmantown, standing up right now, leading 1-0. And it is Lauren. Lauren with some nice speed, working his way to midfield. It's Lauren trying to twist up the defense. We've got 4 defenders in front of him, and there's nobody there.
Somebody's got to be wide. Pointer's wide open over here.
But Lauren doesn't see him, and Lauren trying to get through that defense. There's 5 people on him.
Too much.
And then he just cleared it out. And I think he wants to see somebody, but there's so many people on him, he can't see.
Maybe get a foul call, too.
And he's hoping for that, yeah, I would think. So far side, it was Hayden Gay.
Still good work by the Eagles.
Hayden Gay's just checking into the game. And coming out of the game is Poitras.
16:45 left here in this second half. Chazy been putting some good work together, but Leclerc has made a couple of decent saves and a couple of good defensive saves by Beekmantown. Have kept the big goose egg up for the Eagles of Chazy.
Well, here comes a big throw in here by Mr. Cool himself, right into the box. It lands, Chazy, and there's a header by Lauren, and nice save by Leclerc. Chazy trying to get the shot off, and Barry trying to get a shot off.
Wow,
great save by Leclerc.
Offsides.
Offsides?
Yeah, Bayshard, the official, he was great on top of that. They're going to call offsides, and Chazy about to scramble in front of that net. Leclerc made a good save again.
Yeah, he did.
Chazy, though, creating some opportunities. You know, they're nipping all around that net for the Beekmantown Eagles. They're playing a lot of defense, Beekmantown is.
Well, if they keep this up, as we always say, it's just a matter of time.
Well,
and you think, but they're playing a quality team here in Beekmantown, and it's Cartwright.
Good job.
Has it knocked away by Lapierre. He gets it on to Hayden Gay here in the near sideline. Hayden Gay being guarded by Canucci. And Hayden Gay pushing it to the open space, and it's knocked away by Proper. And it goes on to the foot of Burrow. Burrow has it knocked away by Justin Brothers, and it's chipped up by Brockway over to Burrow.
Another good play by Alex
space. And stepping up is for Chazy.
Take it up.
Is Doran. He's trying to find Lauren. That goes too far up, and it's just cleared out by Plumador. Botten heads the ball to the near sideline. Gay trying to keep it in, and it goes out of bounds.
Good hustle.
Come on!
So we're thrown here just below us, Joe, as we approach the 15-minute mark.
Good gut check here for Chazy on their home field tonight.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that it's been only 1 goal tonight.
There's been plenty of opportunities. Both teams, really.
Yeah, absolutely, both teams. And it is picked up by Cartwright. Cartwright trying to find Goldfarb, and it's cleared out by Barrier trying to switch fields, but controlled by the Beekmantown Eagles. It is Brockway. Brockway working his way to the 18, and they call a foul on Lapierre.
Chazy better set up quick here.
Well, what you got to do is you got to set up and make them call the 10 yards.
Great spot here for Beekmantown.
Oh, they got a wonderful opportunity.
He's standing 5 yards from it.
14:25 to go.
They're about 24 yards out, and
he didn't call either one of them.
Setting up for that.
Neither one of them were a foul.
Here goes
He's
Cartwright.
5 yards from it. You're 60.
Here goes Cartwright. Nice hard shot, and this is dangerous. Oh, wow.
All he had to do maybe was put that on net.
I'll tell you what, Goldfarb wants to have that again. He was right in front of the net. The ball deflected to him, and he just popped it over the net.
A couple of subs going in for Beekmantown right now. Number 2, Sky Dominey. Number 7, Ryan Munson. Number 10 coming off, Alex Price. And 3, Goldfarb. We're going to be back in shortly. They're only going to get a few minutes because this game is getting down to the short part of it, around the 13:30 mark in the second half.
And now Beekmantown starting to control some space here, but it's knocked away. And it's Munson who just checked into the game, got it over to Cartwright. But Lawrence steps up and take it away, gives it up over to Barrier. Barrier switching fields, and he's trying to find Rogers on the far sideline.
That was interference. I think they're going to call that on Singh. He stopped Rogers from getting possession of that ball. That was good ball movement again by Chazy with Barrier switching fields and getting this spot here, because we know Botten can toss one in. Big Justin Brothers can get ahead on it.
Here it is. There's the shot in.
Oh, Chazy has a bunch of people there.
It deflects off, and Beekmantown clears it. Doran is back here for Chazy. Doran kind of shanks it, and he can't keep it in. And it'll be number 11, Burrow, take the throw, and it's a quick throw in over to Sky Dominey. Dominey with the ball, looking around, pushes it to the near sideline over to Munson. Munson pushing it up forward.
Ball by Munson.
He's trying to get it onto the foot of Burrow. He does. Defensively, Chazy's there, and the ball is pushed back, controlled by Munson. Munson with the ball, trying to feed it in. It goes off of Hayden Gay, headed by Dorn. And Munson steps up.
This is getting a little mundane. They better clear this ball.
Well, Chazy was down there for a long time. Now it's Beekmantown in the Chazy territory. And Lapierre sends it up. He just clears it. Nobody there for Chazy, and it's cleared back toward Lapierre. He gets it up over to Reynolds. Reynolds goes off to the side, over to
Rogers.
Nolan Rogers, over to middle to Lauren.
Oh, Lauren saw him. Good ball.
And here goes Hayden Gay on a counterattack here, trying to work inside the box. It's
Good work by Hayden Gay.
Hayden Gay gets the shot off.
Good work.
Hayden Gay!
Oh, yeah. He split the defenders. That was just a great play.
He split the defenders and took it off the back of his foot, Joe.
But what a feed by
Outside
Lauren.
foot. Oh, beautiful.
Great feed by Lauren, seeing Hayden Gay busting in. He caught him in stride. Hayden, some great hard work that tied his game up with 11:46 left. You know, that good hard work for the Eagles of Chazy finally paid off.
What did I say 2 minutes ago, Joe? It's just a matter of time.
Yes. You are the Nostradamus of the press box, Joe.
Yeah, well, they made me look good on that one.
Just some great work by Chazy, though.
Wow.
We've been pressing a lot this half. You know, and that was a quality goal.
But that was all Hayden Gay.
Yes.
Lauren fed him, but he had to split those defenders, and you could see him. He just turned it up a notch.
He bowled his way through and kept the ball and kept possession.
And he took the shot on the outside of the foot.
LeClaire actually, I think LeClaire got a piece of it. It looked like he got a piece of that. He just kind of flipped it over to that back panel.
Well, the fans have been treated to a heck of a game here tonight at the George Brendler Field. A game that started in sunshine is now nighttime here at the George Brendler Field, and the ball is in Chazy territory, and there's a shot, and it is a good save by the goalie for Chazy, Bissonnette.
Yeah,
He'll work his way to the 18.
Chazy just has to get possession and keep working the ball, working hard.
Don't go to the man.
And there's a nice punt by Bissonnette to midfield.
We'll find out if Beekmantown can regroup, after getting scored on a good quality goal.
Well, here comes Lauren. Of course, he's got 5 people between him, and Lauren now is trying to pull a Hayden Gay here. He pushes it back up to Hayden Gay, and Gay surveying this back to Lauren.
Nice
Lauren does
play.
a nice job. He's looking to the 18. Lauren on the outside of his foot sends it through the box. It goes by everybody. Stepping up is Lapierre. Lapierre wanted to take the shot, but it's taken by Rogers. Rogers now working towards the sideline, gives it to Lapierre. Lapierre in the offensive zone defensively, and it's now knocked away by Singh. Singh working his way to midfield with good speed. He sends it up, and nice play defensively by Botten. Botten now tries to find Hayden Gay, and Gay with the ball.
Good job of Hayden.
But it was knocked away, and it's picked up by Brockway. Brockway with the ball. He slips and falls. It's picked up by Reynolds. Reynolds with some space gives it up, and it's now Reynolds. He'll take it through. Reynolds will try to get through the 18. He pushes it over. It's Reynolds coming up, and it's cleared out by number 18, Ganussi, and it's like Chazy has an extra bounce in their step right now.
Hayden Gay taking another
shot.
But Chazy's putting some things together, and Hayden Gay, it looks like he got injured somehow. Looks like he's holding his arm. Poitras is in for him. We have 9 minutes and 55 seconds left in the second half. What a great game in this championship Frankie Garrow Memorial Tournament here tonight.
And Joe, if it should go to overtime, they play 2 10-minute overtimes.
Okay.
That's what they said.
It'll be a golden goal, sudden death.
I think so.
Yeah, so that's going to work. Oh, they're going to call a...
There was a whistle before that happened.
Looks like Barrier's down in the middle of the field.
Is that Barrier?
Looks like Barrier's not very comfortable.
Give him a minute.
We stopped the clock here with 9:33 left. Tie game 1-1. Beekmantown Eagles and Chazy Eagles, and a little injury timeout.
Sir!
Rogers was down.
Is that Rogers? You sure?
Yeah, I think it's Rogers, yeah.
Okay, it was. Yeah, you're right.
But he's up, and he's running back there, so they stopped the play here, and it will be Brendler.
Nelson Pelton,
Taking the kick.
number 10 for Chazy, getting ready to check in momentarily. And Chazy can keep up this pressure. They'll be fine. They're going to have to still watch out for Goldfarb and Burrow and the rest of the cast of Beekmantown that can put the ball in back of the net.
Well, Plumador hits it just outside the 18. It's headed by Lauren, and it's Lauren trying to get to the ball here, but a good job by number 9, Carnwright.
There's a push
He's
there.
back to midfield. It comes back here to the near sideline over to number 18, Ganussi. Ganussi chips it up to midfield onto the foot of Carnwright. He pushes it back over to Munson. Munson sends it up, and Doran is back there for Chazy. Doran will send it up over to barrier, and Barry gets it up over to Reynolds. Reynolds into Beekmantown territory. He chips it up into the open space. Here comes off the net, but Leclerc's there, and Zach Brothers, and
Poitras has to
had no
turn
chance
around
there.
here. Let's go. Just played by Barrier, but
And the ball's on the foot of Burrow. He's got some speed, and it's Lapierre knocks to the open space, but it's picked up by Carnwright. Carnwright trying to chip it up, and it is cleared out by Poitras onto the foot of
got a lot of space here, Joe.
Zach Brothers. Brothers has some space, sending up, trying to find Lauren. Lauren going to the ball, and nice play by Plumer, just knocking him out. He want no part of
no, you don't want to
Lauren.
go one-on-one versus Lauren tonight, and that was a very good ball sent up.
You have Goldfarb checking in, Price, as well as Faruqi checking into the game here for Beekmantown. And with 8:09 to go, we have Zach Brothers out, and we have Nelson Pelton checking into the game. And we have a throw-in, and it will be Reynolds. Reynolds with the throw-in into the box. It goes off of the head of the Beekmantown defense and back over to Reynolds. Reynolds will look to serve it in. He does. Nice serving by Reynolds. So there's the header, and it was by but it went high.
Good try.
Leclerc was there.
Good try, and here comes Beekmantown on the transition. They come out flying, Joey.
Leclerc rolled the ball out to Brockway, and here they are on the counterattack, and it's number 3 Goldfarb. They're right at the 18 of Chazy, but it's cleared out by Justin Brothers to midfield, and it's controlled by Beekmantown, but it's now picked up by Chazy at midfield. It is Pelton getting the ball up over to Lauren. Lauren with the ball has it knocked away by Cropper, but it goes onto the foot of Josh Barrier. Barrier looking around, sends it back to Botten. Botten now booms it into Beekmantown territory, and it is Poitras. Poitras battling for the ball, and now comes Pelton. Pelton and Poitras, but it's controlled by the Eagles of Beekmantown. Number 20 does a nice job for Rookie, sending it up, but it's controlled now by Chazy. It is Rogers with the ball. He's trying to find Lauren. And it's a booming kick by Plumer, bounces off Lauren into the open space, and it's picked up by number 9 Carnwright. Carnwright over to Brockway, and nice slide tackle by Barrier, gets it over to Poitras, who gets it over to Reynolds. Reynolds working his way toward the Beekmantown 18. It's end-to-end action here. Reynolds chips it up. He'll work it through off the end line. So with 6:37 to go, Joe, it's pretty exciting.
Well, it is.
Here.
Chazy's putting, I think the second half is a good part of it's belonged to the Chazy Eagles. I mean, Beekmantown's been playing a lot of defensive shots on goal in favor of Chazy, but the Chazy's, their hard work paid off. Hayden Gay, that would definitely be a Sports Center kind of goal.
Well, Joe, we said it was 60-40 Beekmantown in the first half. The second half, I say it's 60-40.
I'd have to say that.
So it's been an evenly played game.
Yes.
And the stats say that. Chazy on the attack here to Lauren. Lauren inside the 18 on the outside. It's Lauren on the end line. Sends it across. And it's taken around. And Beekmantown dodges a bullet.
Oh, big time.
Wow, what a play by Lauren to go on the baseline there to end line and get it across. And it was like a pinball machine, but it bounced away.
Good defense. I think number 7 Munson saved the goal. Poitras was right on top of that. Kind of ping-pong and pinged out, luckily for Beekmantown, because Chazy was all over that. Like you said, good end work by Lauren. Lauren's been able to do that. And when you can turn an end line on a team, you're going to have some good success and some good opportunities.
Brett Drew checked back into the game.
Good job.
He is out. And here comes Lauren again. He gets the shot off. It's a weak shot.
They're taking the shots way too far out. You got to give Beekmantown credit for playing very good defense when they have to.
Leclerc chips it up to midfield, and Reynolds trying to get it up over to Barrier, but it's controlled by Brockway. Brockway for Beekmantown trying to get it into Chazy territory. He sends it back to his stopper, and that was dangerous because Lauren almost got there.
Commodore had to work hard for that one.
To get it out quickly, and they just knocked it out of bounds.
Chazy's getting that step now. Chazy's getting everything in the air. They're doing extremely well in the air today. And
far sideline, both teams are battling on the far sideline. It goes off of Giroux, so it will be a throw in here for Beekmantown with 4:40 to go here left in the game. And if we have a tie, Joe, we're going to 2 minutes.
And then penalty kicks, right?
I think so.
I believe so. It'll go down in the books if it goes back to as a tie. If they go to penalty kicks, it'll go down in the books.
Come on,
they're going
4 more minutes.
to try to figure out some winner in this tournament.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
I would think so. So Joey may be going overtime tonight.
Well, let's
We got a lot of games
see.
left. There's 4 minutes left.
just
4:14.
Burl, number 11, checking back into the game for Beekmantown, so he's going to give him some fresh legs for the last 4 minutes.
Well, the ball was just thrown into play. It's in Chazy territory. And here comes Brockway trying to find a Price. And it is, defensively, it's Poitras. He's battling hard there. Poitras and Price. Price wins that battle, and Poitras is not giving up.
Oh, good. He takes that personal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but he kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah, but he put the pressure on
Still,
Price.
you got to get the ball back. You're going to do it. You got to do it.
Here comes the
Good
throw into Burrow.
job, though.
Burrow taken down.
Oh, yeah. Wicked, phenomenal, great spot if you're a Beekmantown.
Yeah, you're just outside that box.
They got to defend it very well here. We have 3 minutes and 28 seconds left.
This is a wonderful opportunity for the Beekmantown Eagles
Put this
here.
away here and avoid overtime.
Yeah, they're gonna get close, and that's what you got to do to slow this up.
It's going to be a set play with Beekmantown. Number 10, Price. He looks like he's
Josh,
open.
break off! Break off!
Well, you got Carnwright will be taking the kick here. Bissonette's trying to talk to his
You're
defense.
good.
3:05. We're approaching 3-minute mark, and here we go. He chips it to the far sideline, and Bissonette punches it out. So Bissonette was all over that.
Beekmantown keeps it in, though.
Yeah, they do. It is cleared out by Chazy, but it's knocked back in toward the 18, picked up by Carnwright. And a nice play by Barry. Barry trying to find Lauren.
Here we go.
Has some speed.
Beekmantown getting back very
Lauren,
well.
and there goes Lauren with his speed. And this is Lauren on the baseline. He sends it across again.
Oh!
Claire does a nice job with a rebound. It's cleared out. Houghton was
excitement.
there. Houghton was there.
Good excitement both ways, and we have at the 2-minute and 26-second mark.
And there's the throw in. And
go.
Reynolds will serve it in. Reynolds serves it in. And it is Houghton trying to get a shot off. And Beekmantown does a good job clearing it outside the 18. And stepping
Good
up.
job by Alec
He
here.
stepped right up.
Played
knock it
very
down.
well.
Poitras looking to get a shot off. It's a weak shot. It hits the line. And Beekmantown has a line of defenders there, and it's coming off the end line, and it will be a throw in here for Chazy.
They're going to leave it for Reynolds. Reynolds is going to have to.
I would think so. We got a minute 55.
Yeah, you want to take your time, make the last run here. You don't want to give the ball back to Beekmantown. Chazy avoided that restart down there a few seconds ago. They had a good transition with Lauren.
Well, the fans have been treated to a wonderful game tonight, Joe.
Back and forth.
Body! Gotta win the first one! Body!
Chazy's been winning everything in the air. We'll see what they can do with this one.
And here goes the throw in. And it's up in the air. Chazy trying to get the shot off. It's on the ground, and it's just a cluster right now. And won by the Eagles, and it goes off of the defender of Beekmantown. It goes
Reynolds
off
going
of
to do it again.
Conway.
Joey's at the 1 minute and 18-second mark.
Well, they got still time here. It's in Beekmantown end, and it's Reynolds, another feed into the box. And the ball, this will be a corner kick, it looks like.
Yes,
And
it will.
is. So they have basically a minute 5.
Chazy's still
Botton's got time. He's running down.
The shots on goal at this 1 minute mark. Chazy 15 and Beekmantown 11. So that shows you what Chazy's been doing the second half. Pulling ahead, getting some good opportunities, and they're just going to take their time and
Stop her!
Well, Botton's
get
got
this
time.
one.
He's got
Oh yeah, he's
45
got
seconds.
That's what they want to do. They want to wind it down, just get this one last whack with a corner kick.
And we'll see what happens
There's going to be
here.
a lot of business inside that box. I'll tell you, they're not liking each other at the moment, these two teams.
Well, there it is by Botton, and it's cleared out. Justin Brothers trying to get onto the ball, but a good play by Dominy. Dominy just kicks it right up, and it is Dorn back there. Dorn now pushes it to the far side over to the foot of Giroux. Or no, that was Rogers. It comes back over to Dorn. 14 seconds left.
Send it
Dorn
forward.
sends it up, and Reynolds chips
Here we
it
go.
up.
Poitras can let go of the
Poitras,
shot if
7
he can.
seconds to go if he can get it going here. Poitras trying to find Reynolds. Reynolds trying to get a shot off. And this game is going to overtime, Joe.
What an entertaining one.
What a game. We'll get the official, we think it's 2-10s and maybe penalty kicks. You are listening to the Sports Authority of the North Country Hometown Radio, WIRY 1340, or wirery.com. We'll be back in 1 minute. Well, Chazy will be going from right to left, Beekmantown from left to right, and Beekmantown will start the first overtime here. And it is Austin Burrow to Goldfarb, and they push it back over to Carnwright. And it's at midfield, and it's number 18 Proper trying to get it into Chazy territory, but it's knocked away by Pelton over to Lauren. Pelton now working his way far sideline.
He put
Chazy
Reynolds
going
right
from
up
right to
front.
left. And he's got Reynolds up there, too, so he wants to end this thing.
Yeah, he does.
And,
he's got to be careful of this right here.
Well, yeah, they
Beekmantown
got some good
transition.
speed, and they do very well.
Great job by Josh
Barrier.
Barrier to disrupt that. Still, goes to nobody that pass to right back to Beekmantown, but Chazy does retain possession.
You too, Brockway.
Rogers.
And it goes on to the foot of Barrier. Barrier gets it up over to Reynolds. Reynolds chips it back to Barrier, and it's on the far sideline, and Singh sends it up into Chazy territory, but it goes back into Beekmantown territory. Ball headed to Barrier, and Barrier goes down.
Hurt.
And it's like he has a cramp or something, and it's
his
Hayden
knee
Gay.
looks like
Hayden
he's
Gay.
down.
He
Getting back up
on.
there.
Here it goes. It's Lauren.
Ooh.
He just goes over his head. He tries
Barrier's
to keep it
got
in.
a
He
cramp or
does.
something going on. He is back up with
And
Ginger.
Lauren goes baseline, sends it across. Pelton just missed it. And Hayden Gay had a chance to put this thing away and just drilled it wide.
Good work again by Chazy. They're creating some good chances. Lauren.
That was Lauren on the baseline again.
Yeah. Lauren's just be able to get that ball coming back against the grain. Hayden Gay's a little limping coming back, but Chazy.
Well, Pelton whipped it coming through, and then Hayden Gay hit it wide.
So that could have ended this early in the first minute, Joey. We were at the 8th minute and 25-second in the first overtime.
And LeClaire sends it toward midfield. The ball lands, and it's headed by Justin Brothers up over to Reynolds. Reynolds tries to switch fields, trying to find Rogers, and it's controlled by Beekmantown. It's on to the foot of
Price.
And Price has the ball, working his way up toward the 18. It's Price being guarded by Brothers. And nice ball movement here by the Eagles. And here's an opportunity. There's the shot.
Oh my!
It is
Number 3 Goldfarb had a golden chance to
but
put
that held his ground.
Yes, he did. He went right to him, and I think if Goldfarb would have went right or left, it would have been a different outcome.
It could have been. And Reynolds sends it deep into
wide
Beekmantown territory. Pelton running hard there for the Eagles. And Plumador gets there first, but Pelton's on him. And Plumador knocks it out of bounds. It'll be thrown for Chazy deep into Beekmantown territory. And coming in is Zach Brothers and David Poitras. And coming off is Pelton.
Barrier's hurt.
Yeah, he's coming off gingerly here.
He did something when he went to the ground, and he's going to be looked at. He needs more than a drink of water, I think. His knee is, something happened to it, or his leg.
He had a cramp.
Yeah.
But it is a throw, and it is Reynolds on the far side. Reynolds will throw it into the box, but it's headed out by the Eagles. Beekmantown Eagles win that one in the air, and it's on to the foot of Burrow. Burrow sends it up to the middle of the field, trying to find Goldfarb. And Goldfarb with the ball, still with the ball. Now chips it into Chazy territory, but out of bounds. So another throw in here for Chazy with 6:49 to go in the first 10-minute golden goal, sudden death overtime.
McCullough did. He put Nolan Rogers in the center and put Poitras on the outside right.
Well, it's Lauren now working his way to trying to do a through ball.
You saw him too.
Yeah, he did. And it is Rogers now will get the ball up over to Hayden Gay. Gay trying to get by Price. Price doing a good job defensively.
Yeah, he's going to call a foul, I think.
No, went out of bounds. He's throwing for Chazy.
Hayden kind of looked a little unorthodox in his approach.
Or actually,
they are going to call a foul.
He did call a foul.
That kind of, I don't know, it looked like Hayden was kind of falling, and Chazy got away with one with a great spot right here on the near side. Joey Botton taking it.
Botton's got a big foot, and he chips it in. And LeClaire comes out and knocks it out. Good play by LeClaire, and it goes on to the foot of Conwright. Conwright with some space. Botton hustling to get back, and it's Conwright. He's got space into Chazy territory. Botton does get back here to try to pressure him. It goes on the foot of Goldfarb. Goldfarb has it knocked away by Dorn. Dorn and Goldfarb battling for the ball. And it is Hayden Gay coming out. Goldfarb splits the defenders, and he gets it over to Conwright. Conwright trying to get it over to Goldfarb. Goldfarb with a shot.
And
good play by Justin Brothers slides in at the last second.
What a great save by Justin Brothers.
It's a corner kick coming up.
Hey, he'll take a corner kick instead of letting Goldfarb have a
shot with the 18.
There's no doubt. He was inside. Good job by Brothers, and Goldfarb getting up a little gingerly himself. And
well, Brothers is a big guy sliding into it.
Yeah, he's using his size. We're at the 5-minute and 13-second mark here, Joey. The first overtime with a golden goal rule.
Here's a corner kick. It comes in. It goes wide, and Bissonette does a great job. Run ahead by Goldfarb, and Bissonette comes out of nowhere.
Push that at the end line. Beekmantown had a great chance.
Bissonette
did a good job
in the air to stop that from going in there.
That was a good job by Bissonette.
great opportunity for Beekmantown.
Another good opportunity here wasted by both these teams, really.
Well, it's another corner kick, but now it's on the near sideline. Goldfire will take this one. And Chazy needs to clear this thing. And, just goes wide. That was from Garrow. And Bissonnette gets there. So Chazy's been back on their heels.
They have been.
So it's been a game going back and forth here.
It's been fun to call, fun to watch.
Game of runs, as we'd like to say. And the ball is kicked up by Bissonnette to midfield. Chazy trying to control it. Stephen Gay, but coming on is Price. Gay does a nice job. Gets it up over to Lauren. Lauren pushes it up to the far sideline. And he pushes it up to number 3, Zach Brothers. Brothers pushing it over, trying to find Lauren. Brothers working hard.
Shot here,
that is Rogers. Rogers trying to get his right foot going there, but it's cleared out. And headed out and stepping up is Reynolds. Reynolds bangs the ball off the end line, so we have a goal kick. And we have Barrier back in. I think it was a cramp, as well as Alec Lapierre.
So we have Barrier back in the game, and Alec Lapierre checking in on the defensive unit. Brett Drew coming off. Hayden Gay's coming off, and Poitras being moved on the left side. Nolan Rogers moved out of the center over to the right side midfield for the Eagles, or Chazy.
And we have 3:30 to go here, Joe.
What a game.
Yeah, it's
Very good.
the crowd hasn't moved.
No, whoever wins this one, they're going to know they've earned it.
Well, there's definitely, these are the two best teams in this tournament,
You can see it.
and we're seeing it tonight.
Both teams going at it. They're like two sluggers
Yeah.
trying to knock each other out.
And Leclerc with the goal kick, and stepping up with the header is Barry, who just checked back into the game, trying to find Hayden Gay. It's Gay and Price battling for that ball. And nice play by Price. He knocks it out of bounds. But it was Poitras actually battling Price. So it's going to be a throw-in here for Chazy.
Coach McCullough's doing quite a bit of coaching here in the sidelines too
Oh,
this
yeah.
afternoon, or I should say this evening.
He's not sitting down too much.
No. And the Eagles are responding to Chazy. They're methodically moving it down.
Doran taking the throw-in here for Chazy, trying to find Lauren. It goes on to the foot of Carnwright. He kicks it up over to Goldfire, but stepping over is Barry. Nice job by Barry, switching fields all the way over to Alec Lapierre. At the midfield, Lapierre comes back over to Reynolds. Reynolds going to the far sideline. And on the far sideline is Rogers. Far sideline, he's trying to send it off. He sends it off to defense, so we got a corner kick.
Good job.
With 2:15 to go, a lot of time. No need to rush this.
Seems like Beekmantown comes down and they take a couple jabs at Chazy, and Chazy gets the ball back, and they're working it down and keeping it down in the Beekmantown zone a lot more than Beekmantown's doing it to Chazy.
Well, here it goes. There's the feed into the box. Nice high feed. The ball is headed. It goes off of. It was headed by Chazy over the end line. So it'll be a goal kick here for Beekmantown, and it will be Leclerc will take that the goal kick here for Beekmantown. With a minute 42 to go, Joe.
Good game. Beekmantown's going to take their time and set it up. Leclerc is.
It's Leclerc.
Look for that long one. They got their two horses up front, number 11 Burl and number 3 Goldfarb.
Leclerc, good kick, just short of midfield. It's headed by Lauren, trying to get it to Zach Brothers. Lauren with the ball, trying to get through the defenders. Nice play by, I don't know who that was. That was a number 8. That was a nice play by Proper to take away from Lauren. And Doran chips it up over to Brothers. Brothers trying to one-time it. Brothers battling back there, and it's picked up by Burl. He's trying to switch fields. Beekmantown trying to work their way into the 18, and it's cleared out by Chazy. Singh will get a shot off. Singh gets a shot off, and it goes wide right. We are in the final minute here.
Good work by Beekmantown.
Excellent work by Beekmantown.
Getting a shot off. You can see how dangerous Goldfarb and Burl and Price are. They're very, very dangerous. You cannot give them any slack whatsoever. They'll pick your lock for sure.
Botten with a big booming kick, working its way to midfield. It's in the air, won by Chazy. Barrier, he heads it up to the air, trying to find Zach Brothers on the far sideline. And it's knocked out of bounds by number 4, Singh. So 28 seconds, Chazy's trying to make one last run. Zach Brothers on the far sideline has it knocked away, and Singh sends it up toward midfield, trying to get it to the foot of Goldfarb. And Botten just sends it back into Beekmantown territory with 13 seconds to
Make
go.
a mistake here with Lauren.
And Lauren's got 10 seconds. He's going to try to get a shot off. Lauren rips the shot. He does. It goes wide right.
Not a bad idea, with 10 seconds. You got to let one rip, but we're going to have another overtime here, Joey, in 10 minutes.
Yeah, we are. It's going to be another 10-minute overtime, and you are definitely listening to the Sports Authority of the North Country, Hometown Radio, WIRY 1340 or wiry.com. We'll be back in 30 seconds. That's overtime. And at the center, you have Reynolds and you have Barrier. They'll start the action with Zach Brothers and Lauren on the outside of the circle here.
Come on,
And they're waiting for the officials to get this thing going. And the shots favor Chazy 16-14. And Bayshore says, wait a second, let's start this again. So goal kicks or corner kicks are 6-6.
We're going to reset it back to 10 minutes. They need to reset the clock.
It is reset.
Oh, they just did it. Okay.
Okay.
It had to be official.
We get 3 tries for a quarter here, Joe. This is the 3rd time.
It had to be official.
Junior!
And Bayshore says, now we go, and here we go. Reynolds switches fields far side over to Hayden Gay. Gay's on the far side now. He was on the near side going earlier, and now it is on the foot of Barrier. Barrier has Alec Lapierre, who's in offensively on the defensive end. It's Lapierre. Lapierre has Rogers in front of him. He has Zach Brothers in front of him. He pushes it back over to Barrier. Barrier back over to Lapierre. Lapierre sends it to Justin Brothers. Brothers one times it trying to find Nolan Rogers, and now it's picked up by number 9, Conroy. Conroy sends it up. Here comes Goldfarb. Goldfarb has Botten and Goldfarb battling there. Goldfarb inside the 18. Goldfarb trying to turn.
Nice move.
He chips it up, and it goes wide. And Chazy trying to clear it out, but picked up by the Eagles. Beekmantown. What a nice play. It's cleaned out to Hayden Gay. Hayden Gay working his way to midfield. He tries to find Lauren, and
handball. Yeah, they're going to call a handball on number 6 Brockway.
He does. Larry Bayshore calls handball.
But, you know, Coach McCullough is calling for feet. You know, Chazy, that was fortunate they got the handball, but Chazy's got to find feet. What I mean by that is just move it on the ground. You know, just they haven't been having a lot of success those 15, 20-yard passes in the air.
And it is Botten is going to be taking the kick, and I think Doran is hurt. Yeah. They're calling Coach McAuliffe out there, and Brett Drew is checking in. It looks like Drew will go in for Doran.
Doran is walking up very gingerly here. I don't know if you...
Well, here's Botten. Botten will take the kick at midfield. He sends a big booming kick into the 18. And it goes up in the air. It goes. They'll get a corner. That went off of Zach Brockway.
That was a great ball. That was a great ball by Botten.
So Hayden Gay will take the corner kick with 8:25 to go here in the second golden goal.
Somebody had better hang back for Chazy.
Yeah, because Goldfarb has got some
they
great
come out
speed.
flying on the transition game is what they do. You go one-on-one.
One-on-one, go far. One-on-one, go far.
Wouldn't be a bad idea for...
And this is what you got to watch out for, and that's what you said. That's what you said. Here they come. And Lapierre, here it goes. It's Brett Drew and Goldfarb. And Brett Drew, good speed, pushing to the outside. He's doing what he had to do.
That's what he did, yeah.
So good play by Brett Drew, but it's what you said, Joe.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Because they do have that speed, and it's a quick throw-in, controlled by the Eagles into Chazy territory about halfway down. There's the chip going through the 18. And on the ball is Rogers, and he takes it off of Singh, so it's a goal kick here for Chazy.
We're at their 7-minute and 35-second mark here in overtime, overtime period of 10 minutes. So Chazy's looking good, Beekmantown's looking good. I mean, like I said, there's like 2 sluggers who's nailing each other in the jaw, and who's going to get knocked out first.
Well, before the game, we said you could flip a coin, and that's truly the case here tonight. There's the kick by Botten to midfield. Both teams are trying to control it, and it's controlled by Rogers. Rogers being challenged by Singh. He pushes it up, nobody there for Chazy, and it's picked up by Plumador. Plumador looking to clear it out. He sends it up, and it's picked up by Rogers. Rogers has some space. He's working his way down the... he sends it across, and it just hit the box, and it's just, Hayden Gay just missed it. Shot. Zach Brothers drills it over the net.
You would love that one back over.
Oh, wow. What an opportunity for Zach Brothers.
Good job. Good work here by Chazy. We have Hayden Gay coming off, being replaced by Nelson Pelton. You're at the 6-minute and 30 mark, Joey, and Chazy, you just wasted a great opportunity. I'll tell you what, you give that back to Zach Brothers, and
he's capable.
Capable. He's more than capable.
And here's the kick by LeClaire.
We'll dream about that this evening.
It's headed by Reynolds over to Pelton, who just checked into the game, on to Zach Brothers, who gives it up over to Lauren. Lauren loses it to Price, but it's taken away by Jordan Barrier. Barrier pulls to the far side, or Josh. Yeah, Jordan graduated last year, and here comes Beekmantown. It goes on to the foot of Carnwright. Carnwright now pushing it through, trying to find the defense. Here's an opportunity for Beekmantown, and cleared out by Alec Lapierre.
Yes.
And good effort by Beekmantown.
Both these teams going right at it. This is good.
You don't get much better in the North Country than what you're seeing right here.
Oh, he's going to call a foul. Yeah, he's going to call a foul. Don't raise your hand, Rogers. Just get back.
Yo, this is as good as any Final Four.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. And that was a wasted chance right there by Beekmantown.
Yeah, Conway wanted to go quick on that and went out of bounds. So we have a throw in here, and the ball comes into Botten.
Now, be careful now.
Botten pushes it to the near sideline, and Giroux sends it up. It'll go out of bounds. So we have a throw in here for Beekmantown.
Both teams kind of wasting some chances here.
And it's Vila. Vila will take the throw in here for Beekmantown into Chazy territory. Headed out by Barrier. He went over Brockway.
5-minute mark, Joey.
It's 5-minute mark right now, and it's Vila with the throw and going down the line. Barrier's there, heads it back into the open space. It's picked up by Carnwright. Carnwright, and it's lost, picked up by Barrier. Barrier and Carnwright battling for the ball. He's trying to get it over to Nelson Pelton. Pelton gets to midfield, but it's picked up by Goldfarb. Goldfarb now trying to split the defenders. He pushes it up onto the foot of Brockway. Back over to Price. Price chipping it to the far end line. Back there is Alec Lapierre. Lapierre keeps it in, and he chips it back up, trying to find Reynolds. And this could be, it goes onto the foot of Carnwright, but knocked away by Barrier. So now picked up by Brockway. They are in Chazy territory. They're working their way to the 18, and they're doing some nice passing. And here comes Rogers. He has it knocked away by Singh. Singh now trying to feed the ball in. Nice play by Singh. He's looking to serve this ball. He goes off the end line, and it is a goal kick.
Oh, they are going to call
it. It was good shield. Yeah, that ball went off of Singh.
4 minutes left here, Joey.
Yeah, it's everything we expected tonight, and the question is, will it be settled in the golden goal sudden death overtime, or will it go to PKs? But we are under 4 minutes now from going to PKs. It is Botten with the kick here for Chazy. Botten, a big booming kick toward midfield. Ball's up in the air, and Lauren chips it up, trying to find Zach Brothers. Brothers, oh, nice play by Plumador, knocking away from Brothers. Plumador gives it on the foot of Singh, and then Barrier going to get the ball away from Singh. He does. Sends it back to Botten. Botten switches fields, and he gets it onto the foot of Alec Lapierre. Lapierre pushes it up over to Reynolds. Reynolds into Beekmantown territory, trying to do a through ball, and it's cleared out by Plumador. Plumador behind this, Reynolds gives it up over to
fine feet.
Rogers. He tried to find Barrier. It's pushed back over to Lapierre on the far side. He finds Pelton. Pelton trying to get over to Zach Brothers, and it's cleared by number 8, Crawford, to midfield, and now controlled by Carnwright. Carnwright working his way down here the near sideline, working his way to the 18, trying to get a shot off. He does, but it goes wide right, so we'll have a goal kick with 2:45 to go, Joe.
Beekmantown starting to gain a little advantage here in this overtime period. I'm seeing Chazy can't really seem to get it out of their zone.
Well, Bond will be taking this kick here for Chazy, as he has been doing all night long. And we've had a whale of a game here in the George Brendler field. And there's the kick by Botten, and it goes off of the head of Beekmantown onto the foot of Brothers. Brothers trying to work his way, but a nice play by Carnwright. Carnwright gets it to the foot of Burrow. Burrow goes to the far sideline, but it's intercepted by the Eagles. Now goes over to Reynolds. Reynolds with the ball, pushes it up, trying to find Lauren. He does. Lauren into Beekmantown territory. It's Lauren in the center of the field. It's Lauren. Looks like he wants to take matters into his own hands here. A nice play by Cropper. Nice slide tackle.
Here comes Beekmantown.
He got the numbers, and they're dangerous here.
Drew better get in front of Goldfarb.
There's a shot. It goes off of Goldfarb.
No call.
No, that should be no call.
Yeah, I don't know.
No way. It goes out to Rogers. Rogers working his way. We have a minute 30 left to go. He's at midfield. Singh coming on strong. He He sends up trying to find Lauren, and stepping up is a Plumador. Plumador now working his way to the midfield. Plumador now switch fields. He pushes it way over to the foot of Price, and it's knocked out of bounds, so throw in for Chazy. Poitras checking back into the game with 1:18 to go. Zach Brothers out of the game.
I'm going to put Poitras right up front.
I think they're going for his height on this one.
Yeah. Zach Brothers, he's played a very good game here this evening, the sophomore.
Oh, he sure has, and it is Lauren. And we got the 1 minute mark, and it is Lauren working his way toward the 18, trying to push it through over to Reynolds. Reynolds with the ball, heels it back over to Rogers. Rogers looking to serve it, and nice play by number 11, Burrow. We have a corner kick, 47 seconds to go.
We're going to get a chance. He's bringing everybody up. Locala says send everybody up. Send everybody up. He wants to get in the screen right now and come as quick as possible.
Get in!
Poitras is not marked right now.
Here it goes.
Good job.
And it goes through there. There's the header. Oh, what a save by Singh!
Singh did it.
Whoa, that was over Leclerc's head.
My.
Oh, what a play.
You got to Singh saved the day right there.
Oh, wow.
15 seconds here, Joey.
Oh, my.
Pull it on that.
Chazy trying to get another shot off. What a game we have been treated to tonight. As Leclerc comes off with 5 seconds to go. And Joe, we're going to be going to PKs, I think.
What a chance right there for Chazy.
I don't know. Rob's going over to shake his hands. I don't know if they're going to PKs or what here.
Oh, I think they're going to.
Look at both coaches, man. They just shook hands.
A lovely played game.
Oh, wow.
By both teams.
So I think the game will go down as a tie, but I want them to decide as PKs like they said earlier.
Well, they're going to. Teams are happy, and now we're going to settle the championship. And looks like we have Brandon Lauren for Chazy, Reynolds, Barrier, Dylan Garrow going out.
You got it.
Dylan Garrow hasn't been out of the field till now.
He started yesterday.
Yes, he did.
And
who's the other shooter for Chazy? Is it Botten? Yeah, it looks like
out
Botten.
there.
So
see the Barrier out there. And
Reynolds.
Is Reynolds,
Lauren,
Reynolds the other one?
I'm sure Reynolds has to be the other one. We have Lauren here, the senior for Chazy, taking the first corner kick. Leclerc in net.
Penalty kick.
Penalty kick. Excuse me. Penalty kick. Thank you, Joey.
Hey, listen. I'm here for you, Joe.
You're doing it. Good backup. Good wingman. Matt Leclerc in the net for Beekmantown. So,
well, here we go.
First penalty kick.
Oh, what a save by Leclerc. Lauren ripped it. Leclerc guessed right. He dove right and saved it.
Yes, he did. So Beekmantown gets away with 1 year. Now we have number 6, Brockway, going up to get it. Beekmantown's first penalty kick.
I see all the fans kind of shifted down to the right here. That's where the penalty kick's taking
place. That's where it's going on. So got some fireworks going on.
Yeah, all kinds of festivities going on. No, this and that. I mean, basically as a goalie, you just got to guess.
Be quick.
Let me see. They play big.
Yeah, he went top shelf. Bissonette had no chance on that, so it's 1-0 Beekmantown.
Bissonette getting his baptism of fire here for penalty kicks.
Yeah. So now Nathan Reynolds will go up for Chazy. And after round 1, advantage Beekmantown 1-0.
It used to be they let the players stay around the 18-yard box, Joey, and it's they don't. I don't think they allow that anymore. They keep them at the halfway mark and on the sidelines. They don't let them crowd the shooters like they used to in years past. It could get kind of intimidating.
Yeah, just a little bit.
On a gauntlet of verbal assaults.
Well, let's see if Reynolds can tie this up here. Leclerc says he's ready. And Reynolds, Leclerc dove right, Reynolds right at him.
Mr. Cool.
Yep.
But you got to know Beekmantown still went up, though.
Oh, yeah.
Still
Get a chance.
He has the one miss.
It's no surprise they're bringing up Alex Price to take shot number 2 for Beekmantown.
Number 10 for them had a very good game. He scored the goal, the first goal of the game. You know, just chipping it right over Bissonette when he came off his line. So Alex Price trying to get another one here. Very entertaining match. Bissonette.
I don't think this term has never come to penalty kicks before.
Yes, it has actually.
Really?
Yes, it has. PHS and Chazy a few years ago. PHS won.
Oh, wide. And so after round 2, we're tied at 1.
Tied at 1 right now. So.
And I got a feeling he's saving Dylan Garrow for the last kick here. Wouldn't that be something?
Hey, We'd love that.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
You think he's going to have some nerves?
He's gonna have some
Listen,
help. He's gonna have some help from above. I can tell you that
If
right
he
now.
misses that, he's going to definitely get picked on because he is my cousin, and I am better looking. But we're going to see if he's better at scoring goals here tonight.
So Botten will work his way up there.
Like Botten, Leclerc getting set. Larry Bayshard coming over. Kaiser setting the ball.
This is round number 3. They each have 1 goal.
Tied.
Botten. Oh!
Leclerc got a piece of that though. I thought he saved it.
I do too.
Leclerc did a good job of guessing it and getting
Botten hit it so hard,
He drilled it.
and so Chazy goes up 2-1.
Did that with enthusiasm, as they would say. This has been a great game. Shazy's up, but they do
Look at
have
Dylan. Look at Dylan rub his hands up.
but they do have advantage as far as the first shot now.
As of right now, but
Yeah,
you got Munson coming up here for Beekmantown.
Munson. Yeah, it is Burrow.
Who is it?
Burrow.
What, number 3?
Yes.
No. Well, it's 11. Okay, it's Austin Burrow.
Joey's eyes are getting to him.
Well, they're showing their age, Joe. And he goes wide.
Wow.
So Chazy leads 2-1 after 3 rounds.
That's they're fortunate here to get those wide shots. Another foot in. They had the inside that post. Both of those, they have just barely missed, and it's.
Well, Barry can put a lot of pressure on them right now.
If he can make this one. We'll figure it out. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. Round 4, right here.
Wow. Chazy leading 2-1 after 3 rounds of penalty kicks.
Chazy has not won this tournament in quite a while, Joey.
Yes, it's been PHS has owned this tournament
they
for the
have.
last 4 years. Well, there's definitely a lot of drama here.
This is great. Almost like a golf match, huh? Everybody's quiet,
Yeah.
except for you and me.
Oh, here we go. It's Barrier.
Let's see what Josh Barry can do with this. Leclerc getting set on this blows.
Barrier drills it. So it's 3-1.
Chazy does have advantage though as far as shooting first.
So it looks like Carnwaite going up, so he has to score this one.
Yes, he does. If he does not score this one, it will be over. And you know what? I think they should give Dylan a crack anyway. Give Dylan Garrow a crack anyway. Why not? Let's see what he can do.
Well,
Love to see him.
We'll see what Carnwaite does.
You're
here.
right. Coach McCullough is saving him for last.
Yes, he is.
Come on, Vince.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I think
good.
I think it's apropos.
Good psychological. Yeah, I love it. You gotta love it. Showing some love to the Garrows.
Come on, Vince.
Why not? Frankie shining down.
You got that right. Oh, that's a net.
Chazy is gonna win, right
They
there.
win the tournament.
Yes, they do. What a great save by Bissonette. They missed their last 3. I mean, they didn't miss them. I mean, the 2 wide with Beekmantown played a great game. It's kind of sad to come down to penalty shots because these 2 teams were even on the field, even every which way. And Chazy, of course, they're going to take the victory. The first time they've won this championship in quite a few years, Joe.
Quite a few.
Congratulations to Chazy Eagles coach McCullough in a well-played game. Congratulations to Coach Lucy and the Beekmantown Eagles coming down here.
Okay, Joey and Joe will probably talk for another half hour, so we're going to head out of here. Congratulations to both teams on an excellent tournament. Chazy Eagles defeat the Beekmantown Eagles, and that's the way it was on this September 1st at 9:35 p.m. 2012. Thanks for watching, and those of you who understand, this is viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. We need your support if we're going to keep doing this. Thanks for watching.
I can see that. Great job by Bissonette.